Right, we're back, guys. The stream's back. I'm loving this.
That's a classic.
Would you look at that? Rise of the Vincel. Yeah, it's unreal, isn't it?
He's a dangerous man. He'll choke you out without you saying a word.
Smoothie is the Rat King.
All but a joke. 'Twas harmless banter.
Are you kidding me?
What you made of my man?
Oh! Yay! Now the game's starting up. Now the game begins. So big fan of people like that. Yeah, it's a joke. Fuck off at the vax sucks, you fucking rat human hybrid.
Don't go down this path again, Rich. You'll get told you're a virgin again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, you're a virgin?
Yeah, definitely, Matt.
Come over, we can fix that.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's 2019, that's fair. Counts.
Thanks, Matt. I didn't want.
I'm here for you, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to die a virgin, so the, the prospect of being abused by you in a Polish hotel room is, it warms the cockles of my heart, you know.
Hey, man. I know the belts can be used for both good and bad now, Rich.
Fuck, dude, people are just crazy, man. Yeah, there was like, yeah, people are right. There was like the vax sucks because when the major's on, that's when you get the influx of threads. Because remember, the majors are all a big conspiracy that we're all in on, where everybody cheats at them. So, yeah, basically, Rez was the one that was cheating. So keep an eye on Rez this game because obviously vax sucks have figured it out.
Yep. Some people just like to watch the world burn.
It's insane, isn't it, man? That forum's fucking crazy. Right then, please, Brazilian Jesus, use the power of Corralho to get me a nice 2-0 to keep my pick'em dream alive. Although I'm dreading seeing MiBR on train. Not gonna lie.
Why's that?
I don't know. They just don't look like a very cohesive unit, honestly. It was like kind of surreal watching them on Inferno. It was like they hadn't played together at all. Having to rely on Cold Zero to fucking tee off to be like G2. It's like fuck me, like.
Yeah, Inferno was always kind of one of their problem maps, though.
Yeah, and they've been picking it, but it's like. Oh God!
There's a lot of missed shots going on this round. Holy shit!
Fucking hell! Like, what was that? Oh. Corralho!
What time are you at, by the way?
16, 15, 14, 21. Wait, there's a timeout already?
Apparently.
Yeah, NiP called one. What?
What? All right.
Gotta get that next round covered, man. Don't want to get ecoed.
Is that what it is?
Or is the server lagging?
It's definitely the tech. Boys, I'm in the production chat. I can leak all of the technicals to you.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea, Sadokist.
You know my PayPal?
Yeah. I do actually, yeah.
Seemed legit. I didn't see anything on screen that indicated a tech.
Who knows, man? Fuck. Definitely a strange one. Unless they've got unless they're afraid of the force buy.
Need a sec to calm down.
There's Rez with his
Force.
3 kills, of course.
Second round.
Back sucks. Thanks for the tier 1 sub there. Krog1. Appreciate it. Sorry, I know I haven't been on to thank the people subscribing and donating, but it is appreciated.
I'll download a voice changer, Rich. They'll never be able to clip me.
Yeah, that's what you need, dude. Thank you to FlexiBoy CS. Appreciate it. Yeah, my inside source. Where it's like Mr. Kist.
Who hasn't already?
Yeah, they'll never guess.
thing.
Like, thanks for the sub, Bob O'Burke. Appreciate it. Yeah, Sadokist is using push to talk on his laptop, so he probably does need to up the delay, but I'm not going to ask him 'cause he's already blue screen once. No, it's apparently you're just cutting off a little bit at the end of the thing. It's chat that get triggered. I know what you're saying. Oh, but what about Cold Zero though?
Jesus fuck. This guy's back. He can bait Taco while suddenly he's the world's best again.
One of the most over-romanticized Counter-Strike storylines, of course.
Yeah, I don't buy that either.
It's like they play opposite ends of the map on T side. What does Taco do when the set called up? Maybe on CT sides they play together. You could say that, but
You know how it is for Reddit though.
yeah.
Yeah, I never understood the bait zero meme. I think that's one of those things, kind of like Flat Earth, that it started out as a joke or an intellectual exercise to see if you can make it stick, and then people saw it from the outside and then just took it at fucking face value.
Cole good at late round situations must mean he is baiting everyone. Meanwhile, I never hear anyone say anything about Typix baiting people.
I just got a craving for like a shitty New York street hot dog.
Do they sell them next to the toilet water?
Yeah. Yeah, here in Poland. Definitely.
Get right, it's collecting feeds.
Yeah, I'm sure you can just knock on Pimp Stories. He'll be able to whip you up a hot dog.
Well, the way I see it, they brought him in just so he can go serve hot dogs, and I don't have to spend my entire event salary at the fucking McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what it is, dude.
Pretty sure I'm banned from there. Like, the guy's probably in there to this day, still making cheeseburgers.
Yeah, fuck, I remember that McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many cheeseburgers was it?
200. The only guy that was happy was the manager. The rest of them were like, fuck this guy. Do you want to know the funnier part, too?
What's
Go
that?
on.
I bought the 200 cheeseburgers. The night before, there was like at least 400 people in line. I rolled up that night, there was like 20 people.
Yeah, I'd like a Sprite and 200 cheeseburgers, please. Like,
Burger, please.
fuck my life. You got to do the voice dust if you're gonna do it.
I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, you can. Come on, try the voice dust.
Give me an example.
Jackie will do it for you.
That.
What's this? What voice?
Do the
Give
Warwick
me an
Davis voice saying
example of
"Burger,
the Warwick
please."
Davis, I do.
Burger, please.
There you go, Dust. Give
Burger,
it a go.
please.
Was that good? Was that alright?
Was that you?
Hello.
Yeah.
Is that
Do it again,
Warwick's
Dust.
Burger, please.
Was that...
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
hell?
I shouldn't
that
have leaked
Warwick?
I shouldn't have leaked the hotel. This guy knows that the BP's right next door. He's like, you can just go to the gas station and get one. This guy's probably fucking like looking in my window.
Oh,
That's like a
he's found
subtle-
it already, bud. Looking through the curtains, he's the one guy on a laptop.
There he is. Target spotted.
Oh, what's that? What's that laser beam on my wall right now?
Don't worry about that, bud. That's just for the cats.
He's gonna hold you up at gunpoint till you invite Thorin out there. Thorin, you must travel. He must travel Katowice right now. Oh, Sadokist gets it.
Oh, it's me, dead. No questions.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, well, I always like Matt. I don't know why he's got Red Eye's voice for some reason. Classic Thorin.
Thorin, please.
I always like Matt.
Warwick. Yeah. He's broken in. He's brought his own table as well, you fucked.
Jackie's kept up that story for a long time, man.
Oh, it's genuine, bud. That's why. It did happen.
Didn't happen though.
It did happen.
I'm starting to believe it,
Are you
honestly. The
coming
more and
around,
more, yeah, I'm actually coming around with it.
There was loads of people from ESL there. It was an ESL event when it happened.
They said it happened at a Comic-Con or something.
Yeah, well, that's what we used to do the Prem finals for the UK stuff.
I'm
So, like,
actually
they used
gonna have
run
to
it
get
at
a
the Comic-Con
did
event.
happen. I'm gonna have to get a did happen.
Yeah, you are.
Emote for the channel. Like,
Sounds good.
happened. Look at it.
Happened.
Just go happen. Don't even know
Happened.
it happened. Just happen.
Didn't happen. I don't know. I'm starting to believe it, honestly. I don't know if that's just the tiredness talking.
Genuinely, bud. It's real.
It's just, I just don't understand why you would sit under a table. I don't understand that part, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
Think about it. I probably just wanted to get away from the press.
The adoring fans.
Yeah, the hundreds of fans that
Yeah.
were queuing up to see Warwick.
Warwick!
From Star Wars fame.
Warwick! I loved you
Hello.
in I loved you in... There's only, like, his brief appearance in Star Wars and Willow.
Yes, that's right, Richard. I did play Wicket in the Star Wars franchise of movies.
That's correct. Wait, what are the... Hang on, I need to look at his IMDb page in a minute, though. When the
Right.
songs-
on
He
Leprechaun.
played Wicket. He played the fucking
Leprechaun.
Oh,
Leprechaun,
shit.
there
I
you
forgot about
go, yeah.
Leprechaun, yeah. That, I mean, that's got to
Leprechaun
be...
4.
Harry
Goes to
Potter.
Katowice.
That's got to be more of a big deal.
Leprechaun 6. Kill Sadokist in the hotel.
Reasonable.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie actually. I was gonna star in both roles myself.
Here's the thing, I can tell you, you're not really in a hotel, because Henry would be in bed with you right now, wouldn't he? Isn't that
I
the...
don't know why he isn't
Yeah,
sleeping it off, you know.
yeah, just gallivanting
Doing the
around town. That's what he is. Thanks, Deadly Darkra 5 for the sub. Appreciate it. And thanks for gifting a sub to Quelka Krog1. I feel like I'm doing an episode of fucking Star Trek with all these fucking names. Huh? You have gifted the Quelka.
It's a Quackle life form detected.
Is that data or?
I don't know. It was more.
Oh, was that
of
going to be
Kirk,
Shatner?
but,
Oh, you were going for Kirk? Yeah, that's a terrible Kirk.
Yeah,
It was good. It could, no, but just repurpose it as data.
There you go.
Oh, Dennis is hot garbage, though, isn't he? What's he doing now? Yep, still hot garbage. You can always tell when the hot garbage players are mega triggered and know that they're garbage, because they always tweet about how you don't understand what goes on in a team and who the good players really are. You just look at stats. It's like, yeah, there's no metric by which you're playing well right now.
One of the things that made Dennis so good and so relevant in Fnatic is that he just ripped people apart in pistol rounds. But he hasn't done that in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the NiP's big problems. They don't really have like a clear, true star level player. Like, I mean, I know people will point to Rez, but
Surely Forrest, right?
I mean, Forrest is definitely stable and like is a pretty good numbers producer, but it's hard to classify him as like a star player. Like, ideally, Forrest would be like your second or third best player.
Oh, sure. In an ideal world, I get it. Yeah.
But I mean, no one on this team consistently puts up like positive ratings. So I think that's their biggest problem. Is they're a much more of like a, I don't know, like a democratic system of fragging. I don't know.
Yeah.
But every other team you can think of in the top 10 has at least like one guy you know is gonna pop off pretty regularly. But NiP doesn't really have that.
Rich, going off your formula, what do you reckon about Rez's neck?
Let's have a look, actually. I haven't seen his neck. Oh, actually, he has
It's
got
not
a...
bad, right?
He has got
He's
a
got a
snack.
neck on him.
Yeah, he's got a snack.
He's got a
didn't-
neck on him. Yeah.
I'd go so far as to say it is officially a snack. I think it meets the criteria.
Richard, Daddy,
Yes, son.
I've had experiences with this before. May I have a beer on stream?
Yes, Sadokist, you may. Hopefully.
The key word is a beer. A
Hope-
singular.
Hopefully,
All right.
hopefully, we've all learnt a few lessons about colloquial terms and things that aren't acceptable in the current day and age. But I'm sure beer isn't the problem.
Do you want to know the worst part that I found out recently?
Oh God, go on.
Here we go.
The guy who asked the question that I responded to, because I've never known who it was to this day, was apparently a dude that I was playing PUBG with under a troll account in my.
Oh.
And he didn't
Inside
have the heart
job.
to tell me, and just left the Discord after that game and was like, "Oh shit." I didn't hear from him for a while.
Big oof.
Yeah, not so good.
Not so good. Well, you know, we've all moved on. We've all learnt valuable lessons. So have a beer and, yeah, let's get wild. Ooh, it's there.
This is how your channel ends, Richard.
I know, right?
Little
We all
did you know.
thought...
That's
I thought it was
actually-
going to be Thorn you had to worry about.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
Thorin's
that's
coming
actually why
back.
I'm here.
Thorin's
That's actually why I'm here. I'm just strictly here on a mission to take you down with me.
Yeah, it's part of his day rate with the SL. Infiltrate.
Listen, Matt, we're losing 1% of our viewers to Richard Lewis. We'll pay you extra $5 if you just get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the DMCA to come in. The completely improper DMCA. Nah, I don't think they'd ever do that to me, honestly. I don't think I get enough viewership for it to be worth their while.
This is fun though. This is good. Like you got a comfortable amount. I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, it's been good, man. I've been getting, you know, I think we hit a peak yesterday of like 5,000 and something. So
Yeah. Playoffs might get a little bit even more. So
yeah. And I think when we get, like you say, Carrigan said he's going to come on and do a phase game. I think, schedule permitting. I think that'll be good. And
but
then
you're not going all out next week, right? With like in studio stuff.
that's what Sam says, but I mean, Sam says a lot of things, doesn't he? So, so we'll wait and
It
see.
wouldn't be
on
that hard for you guys to get on at least, right? I mean, you're already there. Get Flom, he's not too far away.
Yeah, like I think Flom's gonna come over to the pad, and we're gonna sit in the living room.
I was gonna say, yeah. Would you ever consider doing like the room on fire thing with like a webcam in the same?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be like me, Sam, Flom, and then I think the way we wanted to do it was have like our live reaction from my living room as like in cam. But I don't know how we're gonna talk on the Discord to the people who aren't in the living room. But Sam's gonna figure all that out probably.
Well, couldn't you just
Yeah.
mic everyone up in that room you do the show from?
We could,
Probably
but
not.
It's not really like it's not a nice, conducive, comfortable setting, and it doesn't have the big screen TV in there.
Could you, if you had like, you know, the fucking mod mics, because they're like 3.5mm jacks. Everyone has a phone, right? You get
Sam
Discord.
did make me order a bunch of
Yeah.
wires yesterday on
Yeah.
on
Well,
Amazon, but I don't know what they were.
So, if you get like an H6 or some sort of audio encoder and run through that, and just plug that into Discord, you'll get a direct feed for like.
Yeah, Sam
one
said something about
switcher.
taking the mixer from the studio and he can put it in the living room and he can manually fuck with everyone's levels and stuff from there. So I think he's got it figured out. I don't fucking know. I'm not a technical guy.
The only thing is just keep everyone's phones alive for that long.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
use
just
phone.
plug 'em
Phone has
Yeah.
a default codec for phone for sound on Discord's absolute app. So I just don't even use it on mine.
Well, made in Brazil. CT side looking all right.
It's what we want.
Looking pretty good.
I said I wasn't looking forward to them on train, but
This has been the classic one though.
does this happen because we are from Brazil?
There's a meme.
I know, right? I think I got
How
it wrong.
cool
on
is
it.
it
Is
that-
this happens, isn't it? My bad.
Yeah, I can't remember. How cool is it though that like that team was the only team on anyone's radar from Bulgaria, but yet the guy who makes it big right now is Cirque, who came out of nowhere. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's funny when you think about how all those Bulgarian stars sort of dropped off. You know, there's obviously you got the issue with Dreamer, but you had Vakta, if you remember him. You know, Victor. A lot of people were hyping him up, and there was a few others. You know.
Yeah.
Do you
now
see,
there's
by
like
the way,
Poison
how-
and Spellin and a couple other guys.
Did you see how their fucking owner tried to sell the team on Reddit, by the way?
I didn't see that. What Windigo?
You not see? Yeah, literally, he posted on Reddit saying, "Looking to sell Windigo CS:GO team. Contact me," and like had
Right.
it all listed on Reddit. You
This
did it for
isn't a
Reddit.
dust joke, but does he think Reddit is Craigslist? Like, does he think
Well,
that someone's gonna fucking like just literally
he-
make an offer for
He
him?
was looking for 2 buyers.
That's fucking so dumb.
But yeah, he was literally just trying to fucking sell it on Reddit, which is just mental.
Right. And it
Could have just used another website. Could have used eBay. There's many other sites you could have.
I mean, come on.
An eBay listing for Wendigo. I'm selling the
Classified ad.
I could say the same to you, Dust. Lots of websites you can use for that sort of thing as well,
On
brother.
second thought, and in hindsight, I probably should have just said nothing.
Just say it, dog. Oh,
Probably should have just stayed quiet.
Shut down the emails.
yeah. Shut it down. Matt's even Matt's quiet on this one. He's just like, well, I'm staying out of it. I'm one beer. I'm one beer in. I'm one beer
I'm
in.
doing good enough work on my own. Getting erect doesn't need the help.
Dude, you haven't been getting wrecked, man. This has been good. We're all no more than hey, we had fucking Launders and Thorin on at the same time. Launders
Yeah,
joking
where
about
did
the fire
Launders
alarm.
go?
Oh, he just fire alarmed his way out again.
Yeah.
He always just quietly moonwalks out.
Yeah, just
I had to shave my head before I got the frosted tips like he did.
I can't. What can I say, dude? I'm like one of those hard-boiled sweets that's been on a carpet. Like, you know, it's freaking just a little bit of fluff stuck to my skull. That's all I got left. So, if I had the choice, get my hair back, but I have to have permanent frosted tips, I'd just do it. Fuck it, I'd take that deal in a heartbeat.
Really?
Wow. I'm gonna visualize this real quick. Just give me 10 minutes in the bathroom.
Feels
I'll
like
be
you've
right
already
back.
established your brand with, being bald. Like,
You think? I mean, it's not through. Let me tell you, it's not a branding choice. It wasn't like.
I mean, it's a biological force of the brand, but
can you hit me up with that genetic defect? Yeah, that'd be...
But I just
So,
mean,
yeah, give me some really bad eyesight too, so I have to wear glasses. That'd be sick. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks,
Hands
Gene.
small man, that's me.
Yeah.
I mean,
By the way,
the glasses
talking
aren't
of
bad.
talking of frosted tips, you know Major from like Space Soldiers, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do know.
There was a point where I had fucking blonde hair. I literally looked like Major, like exactly the same. Hey, hang
Yep.
on.
Did you ever get mistook for him?
Probably a really good Counter-Strike just like him too, right?
I'm dog shit, yeah. Sick IG out though.
Did anyone come up to you and ever say like, hey, Major,
Genuinely,
big fan?
like, have a look at that picture.
Right, I'm looking. I'm alt tabbing for this.
Where'd you put it?
Jackie.
In general.
Yeah, Jackie Shedman. Yeah, that is pretty fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah. You see what I mean? It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
fucking like similar.
I know everyone's super interested in the game. Obviously, that's what people come by the stream for. But we're gonna interrupt this game just to have a look at the similarities. So this is Jackie CS:GO. Right, there he is. There, and there's Major.
That's actually reasonable.
It's good, right?
I can
It's
get
pretty
behind
fucking
that.
similar.
Yeah.
I mean, metaphorically behind that, not literally. Don't get your hopes up.
I
But,
mean, if
you
you
know,
want. You're always welcome.
Now the real question is: has Major ever spent a large period of his life living in a shed?
Well, who knows? I'll have a chat with him. I'll send him a DM.
Yeah, send him a DM.
I'll ask him.
Someone said you look like the Chinese knockoff version of Major. Like,
Jeez.
get your very own Major now. Genuine, totally genuine, completely genuine Major.
at least you're nice and cheap. That's how Robert Kraft prefers them.
Oh Lord,
Damn, that's early.
it's
There we
early.
go.
Allegedly,
Keeping him going. Allegedly. Cool.
allegedly. I'll protect you, Matt. Allegedly,
One beer, allegedly.
allegedly. I am literally going to pay somebody to follow Duncan around when he's talking and just insert allegedly in the conversation.
Allegedly.
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 I just keep thinking of Letterkenny whenever y'all do that.
Oh my God, you know Letterkenny?
Yeah, allegedly.
Dude,
Talk about the ostrich
that's-
guy, the ginger.
Oh man, that's the most Canadian show ever. Like Trailer Park Boys is one thing. I actually learned to hate the Trailer Park Boys because I was from Halifax, so everyone was referencing them all the time. Like Stunna loves them, and every time he brings them up, now it just like goes over my head because I've tuned it out.
Yeah.
But Letterkenny, man, that's my fucking that's good. That's like the hockey talk. That I can relate to.
Allegedly.
I've never been able to power through like the first season of Trailer Park Boys or whatever it is. You know, maybe the first 2 seasons. Everyone swears it gets like really funny and really good, but I've never been able to make it that far. The first season's like pulling fucking teeth, dog. I can't do it. I've never even seen Letterkenny.
It's pretty funny.
Dude, it's really good. I had to show Duncan. It's just super fucking Canadian.
It's like quick little 20-minute episodes. It's hit. I mean, there's definitely some jokes that don't, do as well, but
The thing is, typically speaking, a lot of those jokes that don't do as well are like hockey culture or very fucking Canadian. So if you have any sort of small town background in Canada at all, you're going to be rolling the whole time because they just relate to everything. But I can see why someone who's not like necessarily in that circle would be like, I don't get that specific joke.
Yeah, I did like the guy who played Leahy. I thought he played a good drunk.
Dunsworth, John Dunsworth.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the weird thing?
What?
He didn't drink in real life at all.
Yeah, I heard that. But yeah, the fucking scene where he says, "Randy, I am the liquor." That's the fucking shit, man. That's like my catchphrase now. Say that to Sam all the time. You should put the liquor down, Mr. Leahy. Randy, I am the liquor. He's fucking ragged out of his mind. Oh god. Yeah, fucking. He was a cool dude. And then I was watching one episode when I was over at my friend's. He loves Trailer Park Boys, and watching one episode, and like him and a guy were like in the trailer, and they got caught, and they were like having sex, and one of them was dressed up as a bumblebee or something. And I was like, obviously, I didn't watch Trailer Park Boys. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Everyone else is buckled in the room, and I'm like, why are they having sex with one of them dressed up as a bumblebee?
These fucking buzzies.
Yeah, one was dressed up as a flower, and the other was dressed up as a bee or something. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was definitely pretty cool to have them like come out of Halifax and be so successful. Like for a small town, like Sidney Crosby, best NHL player currently. All right, there's a debate, whatever he is. Let's not fuck off. And then you got Trailer Park Boys, you got Ellen Page. Like for a small town, it's producing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not a fan of Ellen Page. She's a little too political for you.
Oh, I really like a lot of the movies she's been in. I think she's great. Didn't she do that one with Dwight Schrute from The Office? What's it called? Super? About the superhero. Was she in that one?
I couldn't tell you her entire portfolio.
And Hard Candy's a fucking low-key Hard Candy's like a low-key fucking super good movie that not a lot of people
apparently like Inception's obviously her big one, and the X-Men, but apparently she's in some new show now that it's about superpowers, but there's like a message about like the suppressed anxious youth or something. Apparently it's really fucking good. Everyone's been raving about it. It's a little bit out of my realm of what I normally watch, but I might give it
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I walked in from my room. My mum was watching that today. She said it was fucking sick. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then you went, well, you enjoy your lovely warm house and your lovely warm Netflix. And I'm back off to the shed.
Rick, I have to interject. Do you know which one the Umbrella Academy is on Netflix?
Yeah.
One with the monkey in a suit on the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. Like, we saw this monkey wearing a suit, and Sam was just going, look at the monkey in a suit. And was like laughing and that. So we never watched it.
Oh, have you talked about how we got fucking blue balled with that Kingdom?
Yeah,
show?
mate, I told them.
Outrageous, man.
It is outrageous. It is.
Samurai zombies as soon as shit's about to go off and cliffhangered for a year. So,
yeah. Like literally thousands of zombies running at Rabbi Goo, the Crown Prince, all the boys, and you're like, this is it. This is the big ruck they've been preparing for, and blue balled for a year. Like
so what show is this?
Kingdom.
It's samurai zombies essentially. So it could have been big, and it took a while, but it got there. About 3 episodes in, you're like, okay, I've started to understand now, because they just expected you to understand all the characters, of course, no context,
and
here we
like
go.
Korean
Everyone
culture.
wears-
And
yeah,
when they
all
do a
these hats
flashback,
with
they don't
chains.
even. You know how, like, on TV shows, when there's a flashback, they put it in a slightly different lighting, or a slightly different shade, or a softer lens. Something so you know that you've gone back in motherfucking time. They don't do that in Kingdom. So you're watching something going, he was just in that. Oh, it's a flashback. Great. Good. All right. Fuck. You have to, like, figure out when the flashbacks are happening. But it was a good series. I was literally just getting into it. And then, like, honestly, it was, and then boom, it was just like, yeah, you're blue ball for a year now. You're gone. 6 episodes in the season as well. What is it? A British TV show? I'm used to my fucking. Give me at least 8. Give me at least 10.
At least show me one big fight sequence, but give me something for dedicating my life to watching the entire series. Come on.
Are you talking hockey in the chat, Matt?
Yeah, I didn't want to like interrupt it. So
No,
apparently
no.
Matt Duchesne, who like, so Ottawa had a really good team, and like, if they had to beat Pittsburgh in the the 2016 playoff run, they probably would have won the cup. And like, yeah, it kind of fell apart for them. And the I'll just talk hockey because I know chat's listening, so you guys can just kind of. So they got Duchesne in, they like made a team around it, and then so Erik Karlsson is like one of the probably, in my opinion, like based on how I prefer the defense to play, he's probably my favorite defenseman in the league. Definitely one of the best. And then he had a miscarriage. His wife had a miscarriage.
Right.
And Hoffman, who was on the team, his wife, there was some feud between them. And he was like, she was going on Instagram and calling him out, like saying like, oh, I'm glad you have a dead baby and shit.
Jesus.
And like,
fuck.
yeah. No. It's allegedly was her. But anyway, it caused this massive rift in the team. And both of them had to get traded. And it kind of ripped the entire fucking Ottawa organization apart. And immediately they had to go on a rebuild. So Duchesne got brought into this team, and suddenly like all the star players are gone. He's the only one left. So for him to get traded away, that's actually really good. Confirms Ottawa's in a rebuild. Anderson's going to continue to face like 50 shots a game and get fucked. But yeah, someone asked if like Columbus can do it. I think if they get like a Brassard from Florida who brought him in just to like move him again, you get a playoff runner out of him. Like, yeah, you can. Columbus definitely has a chance in the playoffs now. Anyway, that's my hockey rant. Sorry, chat enjoyed it. Dead fetuses, gross.
As if you've put that up, Richard, that's a fucking post-it note.
Yeah, like that story, the story as you were telling it, as someone who doesn't follow hockey dogs, is like, yeah, I'm tuning this one out. And then you brought up that story, and it's like, holy shit.
No, it was really
that was like a
bad.
mad
No,
radical
it was
shift in
bad.
tone.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a
got pretty
radical
fucking dark
shift in
pretty
tone.
quickly.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, it'll just
Yeah.
be some sports shit. Nah, dead babies. All right.
Yeah.
Making fun of it on Instagram. Okay, well, this is.
That was a very radical shift.
The thing is, I just thought of this. Brassard actually started in Columbus, so they'll never trade back for him. But yeah, if they got like a good center for like second or third line, they'll have a run. Anyway, I've appeased you, chat. We can move on from hockey. Crosby's still the best.
Right, so there's Dennis with his 4 kills. Great player. You don't understand anything, chat. You know nothing. He's actually playing really well, you idiots.
Don't know. Let's consult with Pimp.
Here we
He's the
are.
authority.
Here he is. Thorin's back into his house.
Ironically, let's consult with Pimp is what I think allegedly Robert Kraft said.
He's already put the legend. Yeah, we're fine.
Oh,
back and he's already-
I've started to learn. I've consulted with my lawyer, and you know.
Oh, God.
Completely fine.
Of course, it's his first line back.
Finally taking legal counsel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It was only a matter of time before it was either forced upon me or I just voluntarily did it.
Yeah.
Were you watching the MiBR start while you were eating?
No, I just came back now.
Right. Well, they're 11-5 up against the Ninjas.
This is first map.
Magic.
Yeah.
If you want proof that I'll never take legal counsel, is my lawyer probably would have told me to stay a fuck away from this stream, but here I am.
Don't worry. We're here for you, Matt. We're here to help.
Hey,
Now
I
keep
figured-
keep drinking that fucking beer.
Yeah.
I feel like this is me just doing a pilot episode for the next major because eventually I'm gonna get fired. So.
Oh, we all end up on the No Majors Club eventually.
They all float down here, Matt.
Just depends when, of course. And I will agree, coming on the No Majors Club does indeed accelerate your path to only being on the No Majors Club.
I live in the shed. I'll take what I can get.
We had there was some guy on fucking Twitter that was like tweeting out going, "Ha! I see that Thorin and Richard Lewis are reduced to only being able to run a stream," and I'm like, you do realise, like, I turned down going to events, guys. I can't speak for Duncan. Obviously, he would never go to Katowice, but I'd be very surprised if Duncan wasn't at the Star Ladder one. Yeah, what's up?
I actually had, like, I never pursued it. I probably should have, to be fair. I had a few different people, actually, after we did the last No Majors Club, who wanted to, like, look into the idea of doing it in, like, a studio or, you know, like, going to some third-party place where we would, like, do that. And, like, I never remember to look into it again, but it probably could have happened if we'd looked into it.
Man, there's so much potential for content like that. Like one of the like things that I envisioned with Drop the Bomb is we were going to start it as season 1, secure some sponsorship, build a following, but eventually what we wanted to do is like Grand Tour, where you have a tent and we travel with it, and we have a little production crew that we could tie into the event. And on a Thursday, let's say like if Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the event day, Thursday night we have the tent outside. We get like Get Right to come in. We have a talk show with a live audience, broadcast it. Some of the fans can one-on-one the players. Like, it's just like a hangout. We get to talk about like more loose stuff than just like a regimented desk segment, which really, let's be honest, is all there is. Like, there's no NBA live show here. There's no pre-show. There's no post-show. There's so much fucking storylines that just don't get touched on an official capacity, and it's such a waste.
Like, they even started doing it with the TI, with that show that DJ Wheat was doing, you know. And
the whatever it's called, the
late night.
What was that
called?
After, the late night or something.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, I put it this way, when the Super Bowl was on recently, I purposely tuned in like an hour before to watch all that fucking hype and build up, you know. I love that shit.
People don't realize how important narratives are like that. Like, it's
sure.
You
well,
can
especially in that
so
example there, you know, like I'm not like the super most hardcore nerd of the NFL, so I need that shit to know what's going on.
Yeah, 100%. Especially for a major. Think of how many viewers we have right now. Obviously, we don't have all these viewers all the time, so they're just watching like casually.
Ironically, this seems to be the one place the media doesn't peddle a narrative. Edgy Duncan, I did it for you.
What, esports? You talking about females again, Richard?
No, I'm just mean Counter-Strike. Obviously, all the rest of it. We've all got the Overwatch League now.
Yeah, that evens out.
Yeah. Enough narratives there for us all.
But here's the real question, Richard.
Oh God.
Can I have 2 beer on stream?
Oh yes.
1.5.
Yeah. Tell you what, yeah. Well, make it a light beer and
water it down. You can have.
How many beers did you have on stream last time?
Are you talking about my birthday? Let's not get into that.
Let's just say
was it a lot?
You should drink a few less than that.
Okay. I will answer the question, but I don't want anyone to spin it to be making an excuse. I'm still responsible, and I 100% stand by the fact that was entirely my fault, and I make no excuses for that.
Sure.
I was drinking for 17 hours before I agreed to.
I think you'd be all right with 2 beers then.
Oh yeah, by the way, along those lines, it's actually something I've done an interview with Matt where we talk about this, where actually, you know, there's a part where there was a clip someone found where he says like, "I'm not drunk. It's just who I am on the stream." Like, even admits like, "Well, yeah, I was just talking shit one night. Like, I was drunk."
No,
which is the most ridiculous part.
The biggest indicator if somebody's drunk is if they are declaring how not drunk they are. That's like usually it, isn't it? That's usually the fucking giveaway. No, I'm not drunk. You're all wrong. Obviously wasted immediately, of course. Anyway, we can leave that in the past.
Yeah, let's move on now. Let's move on.
You may have a second.
Sounds fine. Yeah.
You can leave that in the past where things like that belong. Now back to Dust and this Craigslist thing. Okay.
Fucking hell. There needs to be a counter of how many times this has been referenced.
Come on. No, but that's a meta joke. That's not even about you. The point that's a joke about me being a prick.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay.
I'm the butt of that joke, Dust. See?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you, Doug? Is that you? Hey,
That's me
No, I'm
No.
just
laughing
muting
the
a second.
tears away.
Yeah, I'm just muting myself. I'm trying to control myself. Looking at the post-it note, scanning it, seeing what I can and can't say.
No, I'm just about to actually see a fucking pimp's ass for a second.
Oh, what, you going to tweet?
Give him one of my patented rare
God.
compliments, which, in contrast to all the abuse, makes it seem more important. You know,
Oh, so you're actually complimenting him?
I'm just going to do one of those tweets where it's like people are just too harsh on him, aren't they? Like, it doesn't really matter what your opinion is. He's clearly not shit, is he? Come on.
Nah,
You just go way too half on that shit.
he does get a lot of
I've
flack.
honestly, he does, but here's the thing, like, there's been a lot of people so back to our whole conversation about like desks and stuff. There's a lot of people that come in with like their own view of things and either get judged too much for their performance as a player or get too much shit, and then they just follow in line with whatever narrative people accept, and then the desk becomes too straight and narrow. So I actually welcome a guy like him coming in and saying some different things every now and then. I don't mind it. If that makes sense to any of you.
Yeah, no, of course. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind him. I like Pimp. He's a good guy. I also commend the guy for how fucking hard he worked to reinvent himself as a human.
Sure. I mean, the obvious joke I'd make there is, you know, he reinvented himself as a human. Some would say unreasonable, but
totally unreasonable, John.
I won't say what.
Already, the thing is, I was already laughing ahead of time. I've just been around you so much. I'm like, right, Matt said that. Duncan, so this is Duncan.
Of course, yeah.
I said reinvented, not invented.
Exactly.
All right?
Okay.
It is ridiculous that I can go to the same places now that Duncan's mine. I don't always like it. It's like being that guy in fucking what's it called, Manhunter or whatever, where it's like
Yes, good analogy. Yeah.
yeah.
So here's the question though: would you rather have Fat Pimp or Fat Sempus? I'd rather have Fat Sempus and Skinny Pimp.
Yeah, I mean, Fat Sempus was a lot of fun, wasn't he?
He's a better
Plus,
player.
it also sort of fit. his
Oh, you're
kind
talking
of
about as a
personality.
player, right?
Oh, as a player, I think he was much better back then. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a player, Fat Pimp, undoubtedly.
I will say though, in a mad way, one thing I kind of do enjoy about Semphis since he's become like so hardcore and doing weights and stuff. It's one of those things where you just sort of like follow someone's little journey. Like I saw a video the other day where it's just him doing all these like deep squats with a massive like I don't even know what you call that. Bar.
Please finish the sentence.
Down, right?
Don't let that hang.
No, and this is the mad thing. And then he just said in the comments like, "Yeah, I just ripped my like you know, like I don't know, whatever, abductor muscle." It's like, well, yeah. What do you expect? You're just wrecking your body, you idiot. No sympathy, of course.
Oh man, he's gone hard into it, dude.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure his quad is the size of like my entire body now. So MiBR up map 1. Good, we talked about the game for about 3 seconds this entire time.
That's how the stream works. We've done the numbers. It's only a grand total about 5% actual CS:GO analysis. The rest of it is outdated references and talking about petty industry grievances.
And asking all of our fans to message Chad saying Cloud9's going to win the major. And can you stop being biased, please?
Oh,
It was
that would
us
be,
the whole time.
yeah, that would be fucking banter, wouldn't it?
And then we only tell him at the end of the event, yeah, that was just us sending all those people.
Yo, Duncan, I don't know if you've got the Twitch chat open, but Matt Zucker is asking the real questions there.
I didn't see it. Let me have a look.
Yeah, get in there quick.
Yeah.
It was Matt
Shall I
Zucker,
read
just
it?
some random. What does it say?
He says, "Why is DDK's head so small?"
Is head size genetic?
I imagine so.
Then I'd need to explore his family tree.
What is this show?
Oh, hey,
It's a
Sam.
reasonable statement, you know. I know it sounds bad, but
Bad.
basically,
Do you
let's
just
do a new segment. Thorin explores phrenology with DDK's family.
Let's not, eh? Let's not.
DDK just joined? Look. Ah, joke.
I'm gonna make a deal right now.
Yeah.
I'm BDK. You got a problem with me, Sam?
Here we go.
Oh, who's this? Who's this?
Hey, who's this? Are you drunk?
Oh, holy shit, it's Scoop.
Oh, right in with that.
That's my grandfather. Did you know that
Yeah.
we're related?
Take off, eh?
Hey, you fucking hoser.
Oh, don't you know, eh? Yeah, sure, you betcha.
It's like
Yeah,
listening to
back.
fucking Fargo.
Oh, I actually, no
That was
joke,
Fargo,
I am
exactly.
wearing
Oh,
a
okay.
toque right now.
So you were having sex with the little fella? Yeah. Go
Oh,
right.
I mean, every time I have sex.
Duncan,
it's
can
with
you
the
help
little
me,
fella.
mate?
No, that's a Fargo line. All right.
Yeah, no.
No.
I just came in to catch up from 2 hours ago because I was at a doctor's office and I heard a rumor that Thorin said that I phoned in my fucking uprising
There we
tweet.
go. There we
You
go.
know, that I just kind of phoned it in. It was not a very
It was,
good pun.
You know, if you could go back to the drawing board on that one, you could have done it. You could have executed it better.
I wish I would have remembered the dream guy and
Yes.
done a connection there because I didn't
course.
catch that till it was too late. Yeah. So
Did
I
you like my
apologize.
American singles line?
Yeah, that was good. Yours was good, as always, though, right?
just
But then I just
Scoot.
flat out, then I just nailed the facts. I went Robert Kraft arrested, and being the investigative journalist I am, I have just shared the 2019 Code of Conduct rulebook for everybody.
What does it
Which,
say?
well, everywhere it says like what a player has to abide by. Basically, when it comes to out of game shit, it's actually player, team owner, comma manager. So like every rule like of conduct that like XQC would be held to, an owner is held to, technically according to their rulebook. It's the
Yep.
exact same code of conduct. Now, in-game stuff, obviously, Kraft has nothing to do with it, but out-of-game rules, owner is listed right next to player for all these kind of infractions, sexual offenses, breaking the law. Like, it's right there, play today in the rulebook. Now, they're not going to do dick, right? This is the man of the Overwatch League, so to speak. So, like, they might fine him $10,000, then wink, wink, don't have to pay us, Robert, just like you don't have to pay us your franchise fee. But we got to do this, bro. Sorry. You know.
I'm looking forward. I think they'll just try and ignore it and pretend it's not happening.
Yeah, and they might never say a word. That would be
Yeah.
the ultimate. But like, it's just so delicious. Like of all the
course.
leagues.
Thing is,
for this
though,
to happen
that's
to.
what's wild, Scoots, is like I actually didn't realize this how bad it was in the sense of like how you can almost have like a media blackout. Like the example I would give would be that story. If you remember where Richard found that Newsweek journalist had used the
Yeah.
F
Spicy
slur
F.
that-
The
and
spicy
Yeah,
F.
when you
Mate,
when you
me and
hit him with
Richard
the
have
old
big
hypocrite
Twitter
bat.
accounts, and we've multiple times tweeted about that, and Newsweek has never let on a single peep. So this notion that when people tweet, like you have to respond to it, and we had to give in the public pressure, it's like that's just a complete fabrication. It's like you choose to do it.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the power dynamic, right? And in this one, like, what are they gonna? I mean, they should obviously. Like, I know we're all necessarily
Well,
haters in a lot of ways on
surely
Overwatch
the
League, but
spicy
technically,
thing, though-
he should get fined. Something like he shouldn't lose. Like you're
Oh, of course.
like you attached it next to the NBA owner, right? I don't think
Yes.
that they would ever even go down that same path of like
No.
like making him sell his team. But they should fine him. Just like again, if this happened to a player, he would get fined and he might actually get cut, right?
Here's the thing, though. The
But he would definitely
real
get fined.
spicy
So-
detail here is like, yeah, like you say, unfortunately, nothing will happen to this guy, really. But like the real reason why it would be my wet dream would be that someone actually did just get forced to sell. Because here's the thing: the first guy to sell is for sure going to leak all the fucking private information
fuck
through
yeah.
the press, and we're going to get all the info. Like obviously with sour grapes, that's what you do.
It's kind of
Oh.
like in esports when one of us grows old. No offense, Scoots. We're just gonna write a book and wreck everyone else.
Grows, I'm already there, but I'm with you, bro. It's cool. Yeah, well, like if the Optic owners actually do get out and sell all their assets and they bail, I wonder if any of those guys would like turn states and go, "This is what that fucking process was like."
I mean,
Whether
for me, dude. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I know that's gonna be coming. I even think it might be like before the sales come, shit's gonna get leaked because it's gonna lower the price. This Robert Kraft thing is pretty bad, actually, if you think about it, optics wise, and what it can do to share price and everything else. And that's why I think they're gonna desperately try and just ignore this from happening. But I'll be writing an op-ed about it. I'll be
yeah, it'll
writing an
be
op-ed
interesting
about
if they address it head on like they would anybody else, or if he gets some sort of special treatment. And obviously any sort of fine they give him is laughable because like he's been fined $1 million+ by the NFL, so he doesn't care about fines. He doesn't care about the money. It just blows. I just when I read it, and obviously I was watching your stream, and so we saw it in chat first, and I was like, what are they talking about? Then I googled it. I was like, oh fuck, it did happen. and then I had to leave. But you got more money than God. You're super rich. You forget that you have a girlfriend that's actually half your age and all that, but like you could fly to Nevada and walk into a brothel and do it legally on your private jet. You could fly a high-class escort anywhere in the world, from anywhere in the world, to anywhere in the world to have your time with her. But you choose to go to Florida to walk and get a Subway sandwich and then go next door to the fucking tug and fucking hug, like strip joint fucking.
Could have just called him one of Tom
Yo.
Brady's ball boys to let off some of that fucking.
You know what I'm
steam.
saying? But of all the places, like again, like
Sure, okay, all right. But as someone who
Levels to
drastically,
that.
when I get really drunk, changes attitude, he could have had no intentions earlier than I got drunk, walked in, and was like, yeah, fuck it.
maybe the first time, but supposedly he did it twice.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, if it's premeditated.
And again,
yeah.
like massage parlor, like handies and all those things are like this is not fucking unknown. It's just that guy of all the people in the world.
Where are we going here with this?
No, I'm just saying it's pretty. Like I'm not saying they happen everywhere, but
I mean,
like,
we
there
don't
is
do
a-
it, of course, Scoots.
There is a
I've heard stories,
stereotypical. Yeah. I'm just saying this guy has the wherewithal to bang anybody, money or not, and that's where he decides to go.
This
It just
analysis
seems
is
weird. It
mental.
just seems. It just and there's a guy. There's a I just got linked to. There's a sport.
It's just the way you just made it so sad. You know, listen, handy's in the pantry. That's one thing. You know?
You're gonna fly someone in now. You're doing it for real. But come on.
Oh,
It's
God.
just-
parlor.
it's just
Fucking
again one of those things
Get
where
the
you look
fuck
at
out
like
of my jerk off end.
exactly right. That's for the guy that can barely afford it, right? You
I'm
can
Sir
go
Scoots.
anywhere.
Welcome to America's Next Top Pimp.
It's just. It just seems a weird place to go get it done, right? With that kind of money, I don't know.
Oh, God.
And then there's some.
Everyone
where it
knows
gets
you
even
go to
crazier.
one of those Russian islands and pay about $6,000 and you just get
Yeah, or
anything
just
you want
fly a
for 3
chick
weeks.
in, right? Just fly someone in, right? I mean,
moving
I
away,
guess you have to
moving
wear
away
$6,000
from that
you get
for a
for
moment.
3 weeks.
Anyway,
I spent $6,000 in Brazil and I
Oh,
left with
what's
an
up?
itchy crotch.
well,
Right, just-
yeah,
Just moving away.
yeah.
He shouldn't have
Moving
had that
away.
second beer. He definitely shouldn't have had
There
that
we
second beer.
go.
Moving away from. Moving
Oh, what
away
Anyway,
from that
what a
remote.
surreal comment that had no attachment to
Right.
reality.
The,
What an imagination the guy had.
What a jokester.
right. Yeah. So listen, right.
It
Here's,
seems like of all the gin joints. All right, I'm done, Richard.
no. But I was gonna say, like, the thing is, when they were going after XQC with all of his fucking, supposedly bad behavior and
Oh,
stuff,
don't get me started.
they did like whole segments. They even incorporated it into the show, right? Like having, jokes and stuff about being a cancer and how he had to be cut out because he was like a tumor and stuff. Well, obviously you'll do that about Robert Kraft too. I mean, you'll definitely make some
Mate,
fun of Robert Kraft's
Look,
expense, surely.
you know the classic move they always use, which is whenever you're guilty of something or they allege you're guilty, they always use the worst picture possible of you. Right? I'll put it in the general chat here on Discord. Look at the picture they've purposely chosen of him, where he's just like got shades on his hands in his pockets. He's just looking like he's straight balling or something.
Yeah. Like someone brought up in chat, like Hugh Grant got nailed, got busted picking up a street hooker, and didn't Eddie Murphy get busted?
Eddie Murphy, I
Something
believe,
similar?
was even
Right?
like I think
was
it's like a transgender person. Or
Yeah.
something,
So
wasn't it?
my logic of like you've got all this money and power and fame, and you're like going down the street literally doesn't really hold water, right? Because a lot of rich and famous people are not flying in the high XP. It just seems weird to me. Like why anyway. And then I got linked today. There's some news channel or news like a TMZ type site in Boston. So it's the Patriots type station, right? And this guy goes on a video rant, and he basically blames this whole thing on a setup by the NFL and the commissioner of the NFL. Yeah,
Roger
it's
Goodell
fucking-
made this guy fuck prostitutes. I think you've gone too far now.
No,
David. It's
Goodell
fine.
and gang own the strip, own these places, and they somehow got Kraft to go in there because they don't want him to win anymore. It's the most diabolically insane
know.
like conspiracy theory ever. I was like, what? What are you ranting about? And then you're like, is he joking? And then you're like, no, I don't think he is. Like, it's crazy. Obviously, he is joking, but very much a Patriots fan. I got attacked by Patriots fans by saying he got arrested versus charged.
Yeah, like
How
that's,
dare you
that's
disparage
a very
the
weird
Patriots' name?
distinction. That's a very weird
It is.
distinction in America because in
It
Britain
is.
you have to be arrested and then charged.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is it a thing like everyone says? Like I hear it from the Ed side. Like Patriots are the closest to where I live, but like everyone says like Patriots fans are like, I don't know, the Cloud9 fans to Chad. I guess like they're really unreasonable.
I mean,
like
they
the,
definitely
they're the Fox fans.
Yeah, they have a huge fandom. I don't follow American football all that much these days, but the Patriot fans are known for being very.
Listen,
very-
I'm part of Raider Nation.
Very
Y'all don't know fucking crazy. So
That is true. That he is absolutely correct. I grew
Yeah.
up as a Raiders fan. That's my dad too. So yeah, and even back in that day, the 70s and 80s, those fucking Raiders, man.
yeah.
What TV's up with that?
Yep, I'm on it, buddy. I'm on it. I like it.
But
Sounds
yeah,
clear
it'll
as
be
packed
interesting to see
Counter-Strike.
if they you know if they hit him with anything, if they have any public statements, if they have a fine, if they'll get called out on it, but will they ignore it? Like you said, Thorin, will it just like go into a black hole like it never happened? What crap thing? Nope, never. We'll see.
Interesting.
The funniest tweet though was XQC tweeted me back and said, "I bet he didn't pay 20 million."
Oh, he still tweets at you.
Yeah, I guess we're mates again. He follows me, and like I guess we're all. But I think what he realized is that like he's like, oh, this guy that was giving me shit actually maybe is okay to give me shit.
Yeah.
When he first attacked me, he had no idea who I was. I think he just thought I was
No,
some
I
random
think he
fan jump
realized
piling on.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So now he follows me. So yeah.
The thing is with me
bro.
and him, like I could probably come around on the bend on that one too. Obviously, even I see the hilarity of my tweet not aging well against what I did. But it's the issues that he did over time that bothered me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Me and Duncan
don't
are
worry,
kind of. Sorry,
that
go
was fucking vintage when I remembered that tweet after the fact.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Especially when you sort of implied, like, he wasn't worthy of, like, citizenship or something. Like
Yeah, fuck that guy. Came out of Canada. I don't like this guy. He's the reason I want Quebec to separate as well. Don't worry.
Get him out! Get him out!
But
Free Montreal.
yeah, me and Duncan are kind of in the same place with the XQC thing. It's like, listen, I think he's a fucking idiot and behaved like an idiot a lot of the time. But what the Overwatch League did to him was fucking unreasonably unfair.
They railroaded him completely.
Yeah, and it was a disgusting characterization of who he is with no evidence. And on top of that, like, I mean, the way they handle the disciplinary side is very flawed. And yeah, and I kind of think they might regret it a little bit, honestly, in terms of like what he would have brought to the league in terms of potential viewership.
Is he playing for a secondary team?
My understanding
Or
is
streaming for
yeah,
us.
to be a
my
streamer,
my
yeah.
understanding, he's just a streamer. It's just a way for him to get a paycheck out of Activision Blizzard while simultaneously doing really nothing to actually promote their league.
Gotcha.
Doesn't it also get him a visa?
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
he's definitely had the last laugh there.
So this is not a redemption arc to head back into the big leagues.
He is. I think there was a period of time where he wanted to fight it, and my advice to him was to absolutely do that and to lawyer up. But I think I even tried to connect him with a few legal guys. But then after that, I think he was just like, you know what? Look how successful my stream. I think he was worried.
Yeah, he's having way more fun now.
Yeah, like does
It's
my
trial, right?
my
Like, he's
stream
loving
take
it.
off if I don't
Dude,
play Overwatch? And the answer
I
is yes, it
could-
does.
If I could be a fucking streamer and stay at home, make the same, like similar or close, decent money, and not fucking have to sacrifice my entire life, I'd consider it.
Yeah, for
As
sure.
much as I love what I'm doing, I love esports, and I love being a part of this. Like, there's reasons to stay at home.
Yep.
Can't blame them.
So yeah, I think he's definitely had the last laugh on that one. And honestly, I think probably there was like a very awkward conversation when they said we're announcing him as a streamer. You know, we want him as a streamer. Is that okay with you, Activision Blizzard? And they were like, well, yeah, as long as he's not going to play in the league, though, right? So
you're saying he promised he wouldn't try hard?
not your best work, but
I know, whatever.
I admire your attempt to shoot.
I really
on
just
it,
wanted to
isn't
say try hard.
there? Yeah, no, brilliant. Definitely do that.
I
Reverse engineered that part.
Yeah.
post it.
Right, timestamp this live episode, Sam, and delete the VOD
It's not
real
my
time.
Delete the VOD in real time. Give everyone the memory, Ray. You mean the revolver, sir?
Just make sure you delete the actual clips and VODs, not the notifications of them, because that's what I did.
Vincent Lewison, really.
So anyway,
I'm-
who have we got in this second map? Inferno, eh?
Back to what I was saying about MiBR though, they look like they're actually shaping into this major. They look like with every game they're getting better. So this I think NiP's gonna go out. I think it is Inferno, which can haunt MiBR, but they're going through.
Oh, is there still a Counter-Strike tournament on? Oh god. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Always forget.
It wasn't the repackaged live on 3. I'm not taking that. It's still yours, dude.
You got called that? What?
No. I'm just saying. Because it's like just some fucking mad edgy talk show with people shouting at each other, you know, parties for. And Duncan was an hour late to the conversation, so he was filling that slasher role, you know.
Here we go.
Well, the
They're all
irony
made up
is,
now, though.
Richard.
Best of mates now.
Never been a guest on Live on 3.
Have you not? They didn't
No,
have
I've appeared on the show many, many times. Never been.
Oh, right.
You were an asshole back then, Duncan. You're cool.
No,
now.
that's actually what. Believe it or not, that's like low key one of the reasons I actually never used to like DJ Wheat. Is this is no exaggeration? Because back then I was just a journalist, so to him I was nobody. He wouldn't let me be a guest on the show, so obviously I was like, well, no problem, I won't come on then. And then Slasher would be like, come on, man, just call in, man. And it's like, so what they would do, this is no joke, they would arrange with me during the week to be on the show, but then they would make me call in as though I was just a fan during the open phone segment.
This must have been when after I left. I don't
No,
remember
you
any
were
of this.
there, but I mean, they
Really?
wouldn't have mentioned that sort of thing because it's probably just only Slasher and DJ Wheat knew it, but
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
good guys. Bit like that time when I remember DJ Wheat also had some sort of like a. If you remember when I first joined SK, for some bizarre reason, they decided to get some guy who was going to be like an anonymous columnist and would like say all the edgy things about the esports industry. And so this guy flamed DJ Wheat for some reason. I can't remember what the reason was. And so being as I was the editor in chief, I told like my boss at SK like you can't keep doing this. This is just stupid. Like, why are we doing this? Like, we're just, making enemies for ourselves. Like, it's actually not really that great a look anyway to have some anonymous person writing like disses to people in the industry on our site. And so the thing is, though, at the time, because I'd only just joined the site, my boss basically didn't give a fuck, and he just told me like, I don't care. Like, we're going to try this experiment out. So what I did was I thought, in the spirit of camaraderie, I would help Wheat out. So what I did is I sent him a column and said, this is the next column that's going to be published along those lines. So just take a look, and then you'll have sort of the inside track to be able to respond to it. So what Wheat did was just read out the whole column on the show. Even I expressly told him not to do that. Good guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Marcus was a bit wild back in the day.
It's because what people don't, right, if you're in the chat right now, you don't understand the context. Remember, back then, like, I don't even think Twitter was around back then. I had no platform. I'm just a nobody.
Yeah, it was
like, I could write for
forums.
my website. That's about it. So,
Yeah, you still
believe it or
are.
not,
And websites and IRC.
in that scenario, DJ Wheat has a lot of power compared to me. Like, he has a massive show that everyone's watching. I have no power to respond in that scenario,
Oh, Jesus, we're getting more people coming in. This is going to get rough. I need a third beer.
Oh, Christ.
Fucking hell.
Got any lemonade? Make a shandy.
Oh,
Dilute it down.
speaking of big old owners, Odie.
you know.
Oh, no, I guess you're not
Difference
an
is
owner
he's
anymore,
smart enough to cover his tracks.
I didn't do anything.
Exactly, that's the story. Exactly.
Allegedly.
then. Allegedly. So that
Your Honor?
wasn't you at the massage parlor? Okay, just checking.
Your Honor, I was just given a change for 100.
It was a message.
It was the only place nearby.
Exactly.
So anyway,
Anyway.
yeah, NiP, MiBR, second
Back
map,
to the game
Inferno,
now,
about
Matt.
to go live.
Actually, miss you as SK editor, Duncan.
It's good times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good stuff.
Between SK and ESCA, you had a great start.
Yeah, not bad.
Scoots, you're getting a bit of echo as well, I think. I think it's because...
Yeah,
Sam
Scoots is
Scott.
getting an echo because I think Saddo's too loud in his mixer,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when Odie talks, he gets an echo for anyone that's talking at the same time, but I don't know why.
I'll
go out,
right?
I'll
beauty
bring
of
them
this
all
stuff.
down to me. They're just too loud to me. Like Thorin was yesterday. So.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I thought I had to say it because chat has just been mentally ill for the past 30 minutes. Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
Echo.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. Honestly, I felt at home with the mentally ill. I was kind of weird.
So, about to go live, pistol round coming in.
And start the VOD now.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, and live.
Oh, I like Chad's tweet here. Because obviously MIBR's just won the first map. He goes, strange that no one is talking about the org. Because obviously all
Yeah,
their fans are just cool with it when they win the
res-
map, aren't they? That's a pretty good comment, actually.
Good old Chad.
I want NiP to win.
Someone said R. Kelly just got arrested. I feel like that's been a long time coming.
What did he piss
Again.
on somebody else again?
I saw. Has he got another
Well,
warrant?
worse than that.
I don't know if he's actually-
Apparently,
I
it's
mean,
arrest for 3 to 7 years.
I mean, to be fair, you do have to take a piss a few times a day.
You gotta go somewhere.
Exactly.
You already started the VOD.
Yeah.
And,
That hasn't been a kill
and
yet.
starting now. Starting now. VOD now.
All right, I should have fixed everyone's echo. I wear a
thanks.
headset
Yeah, sounds
broadcast
good.
mic, so my speaker is right next to my microphone.
It gets to my age for it, and you have to go at night too.
I do that too. I can't get through the night without having to get up for a pee. Not what R. Kelly was doing in that.
Yeah. Oh,
in that video.
didn't see you there. Sorry,
Yeah,
love.
yeah, no, not really relevant in the grand scheme of the conversation, is it? But,
Piss, please.
Urine, please.
right, we gotta take charge. We gotta take charge of this, Sam.
The thing about R. Kelly was he could organise a piss up in a brewery.
Oh, help me. Help me. Help me, Neil.
Honestly, sometimes I don't know if my humor gets better or I get dumber when I'm in here, but it's all good.
Yeah, just try and just let it. I was gonna say let it wash over you, but that's a bad choice of words.
Yeah, that's what he used to say. He used to go,
Let
listen,
R.
can we all
Kelly
just
wash
calm
over
down
Yeah.
and let all this wash over you.
Oh God, please. Like, please, however, I'll give you that sweet 16-0. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm begging, like, please. Please.
Oh, if I had a computer, I'd suggest we all matchmake later.
No. No.
That does remind me of when we used to go to events in like dodgy hotels, and I'd be like trying to like upload a video on the internet, it'd be mad slow, and then I'd go like down to the lobby and walk past it, and I'd just see Dan like, oh, the ping's pretty good here. Like, he's just like playing games, downloading torrents. Like, oh,
Well, I was saying
allegedly.
when you were eating earlier, Duncan, they actually so this event, the first time they set us up an entire gaming room in the hotel in the conference room. So we actually have 6
pretty sick.
PCs for us. Yeah, it's actually legit. Problem is we got super long days so far, so we haven't really been using it.
yeah, Richard, you'd appreciate this.
What's
Like,
up?
some of the events that now, offer PCs for like the players to practice on in like a hotel room or something, right? What would happen is if one of the teams got knocked out and went home early, they'd let, the casters and stuff use their PCs if you want.
All right.
Well, the best thing is, obviously, that's only supposed to happen like every now and then. But I won't say who, but certain members of the talent, I remember, like this particular event came up at the end and they were asking us like any sort of feedback. And one of the talent was just going, yeah, instead of like 5 PCs, could we get like 7 PCs next time? It's like, fucking hell, man. This isn't like part of the job, This is for free. You won't even wait your turn. I always love that when you whatever you get just becomes your new normal reality. So it's like that no longer even seems that cool. You just want the next thing, don't you?
Yeah. I remember when the guys were going through that fucking big PUBG fucking tip.
Oh, they were loving that shit for sure.
Yeah, when everyone was playing PUBG in the fucking hotel after the events, like, couldn't even get them out for a fucking drink.
The other thing was like a certain coach, I won't say who, was there was like PCs set up for all the players again at this event as well, and they were giving them laptops even though all the teams have laptop sponsorships, and messaged him was like, why do the coaches not have a PC? And it's like, come on, you can clearly demo review, you can clearly be in communications with them all on a laptop. Like, obviously same thing, he just wants to game himself, so I'm like, considering we have Fortnite, Dota, CS Major going on, a couple other games, there's probably like close to 400 PCs set up around this venue. Like, you want that many more for the coaches too?
Yeah, did you guys see that during the Dota tournament? A couple of those VP guys were playing Apex Legends while they were in the pick draft phase, and their teammates were doing that part of it. They were plugging.
The fuck?
Yeah, they were plugging Apex Legends. It's on stream.
Wow.
They end
That's
up winning.
pretty funny.
Yeah, because you don't necessarily need 5 guys, I guess, to sit around and go, who gonna play? Who gonna ban? But it's kind of funny. Did you guys talk about the Fortnite $100 million yet?
Yeah, we touched upon that briefly a little bit earlier. What is it, like just $30 million going into the land stage or something?
Yeah, I didn't deep dive into the article too much. But they upped their game because their first announcements last year were $100 million. They were going to spend. They're going to give away $100 million in prize purse in 2018 and 19.
Yeah.
So they've bumped it up, which they probably wouldn't have done if it wasn't for throwing even more.
Here's the sad thing, though, is that
It's not even their money,
the thing
though.
that annoys
Yeah,
me
exactly.
the most about Fortnite isn't even anything to do with the game itself or like people who are fans of Fortnite. It's all the people in the esports industry who aren't really that into esports anymore. They just like dip their foot in, who don't know what they're talking about, and they really think it's like the thing that the kids are down with, and they all just come in making like mad statements like, this really is the future of esports. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're like some old legend. Why are you talking absolute bollocks? Like, probably I'll give you the best example. I'll just straight away say I don't give a fuck. I used to be friends with the guy, BDS, the guy who made the SK Gaming website and Soul Games and all that legendary shit, Frag or Die. My falling out with him was the other day. He did a tweet, right, where someone had tweeted that, like, in most of the new Battle Royale games, Ninja had, like, won whatever the first, like, tournament was. Obviously, all, like, exhibition streamer tournaments, you know. And so BDS literally replies to this and says something like 21st century fatality, because obviously fatality was legendary for switching games and becoming the best, right? And I even said to him, like, come on, man, like, what, you think that's like reasonable context? And he literally tried to pull the angle, Richard, on me of like, come on, Grandpa, get with the times.
But
exhibition
but
online
that
tournaments
actually,
for streamers in that.
but
mental.
there's some validity to that, because some of Ninja's wins would be considered bullshit by esports standards, and some of Jonathan's wins back then of his 12 titles are
no,
bullshit.
but here's the thing, Scoots, I know what you mean. They're not world champions.
Like winning AVP one time it's ever used is a bullshit fucking world title.
Agreed.
Agreed with that.
Agreed with that for sure.
I think that's the kind of analogy BDS is trying to make. Jonathan won all these things the first time. Ninjas won all these things the first time. I don't necessarily think that BDS is really saying that game-wise, skill-wise, that they're in the same league. I think, if anything, he might be sideways slapping Ninja.
I think the comparison that I can see is actually just like straight up popularity at the time. Like, if Twitch is a thing back then, Fatality probably could have branded himself into something similar. Like,
Motherfucker was unbelievably ahead of his time. Like.
Oh yeah, first guy with periffs and
shit, man. I remember fucking Fatality RAM advertisements on fucking small websites like fucking ES Reality, shit like that. Fatality RAM make no difference to any other RAM.
The back and forth going. So I don't mean to like take BDS's side, but I just wonder if he's putting it that way, because again, a lot of those titles of the non-great esports games back then that Jonathan won were just basically throwaway promotional shit, which is kind of what Ninja's won. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key
the
thing.
H1Z1 tournament at TwitchCon with just streamers. Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The difference is Fatality did it in solo games, right? Ninja got straight carried in this Apex Legends tournament.
Yeah, he also wasn't even the best player on his team.
Well, yeah, but I mean, let's just compare genres then. Duels versus Battle Royale. I guess night and fucking day. Like, so it depends on where you want to say there is logic to this analogy.
And have you ever seen Fatality go sicko mode?
It also blows my mind, by the way, that an arena shooter hasn't come back into the scene by now. Like, BR's kind of taken the place of what they were.
Like, they have to be popularly played. That is a caveat of a popular esport, is you got to have a decent sized player base, and those games are too fucking hard or too broken when they're made.
So what
maybe
you're saying
Diablo.
Is,
maybe Two Goods game.
What you're saying is you can't, like, skin the sponsors, dump a bunch of money into it, and just build an esports without a good game? Is that... Can I quote you on that?
I mean, you can go down that path.
All right, send it. I'm gonna let Blizzard know.
But 5 years later, we can have the conversation about how successful you were with that.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can go for it. Anyone can try. Shoot Mania. There's been many attempts. I think there were 60,000 viewers less last night than they were the night before. So I think things are probably great over there.
How many less?
I didn't see anything over 200 grand yesterday on their mainstream.
Wow.
And the day before, it was like 220. So I want to say, I looked at ECS charts, I looked at Twinge today. And it looks like their average from day to day is dropping on a good like 20, 30, 40 grand. Somewhere
yeah,
I think it was.
It depends on matchups and stuff too a little bit, but
yeah.
But again, like you're spending more money than God on an esports project that no one's ever done before. This is obviously the biggest spend anyone has ever done.
Yeah.
Collectively, owners, Blizzard, production, like no one has spent this kind of money on one thing ever.
Twitch deal.
Yeah, Twitch deal, right? So yeah, all the partners who are either throwing in or taking the money or spending the money. I don't know how they think in what world 200,000 English viewers is enough to monetize regardless of how many show up in China, and that number's going down, right? If you launch a brand new product and the most people ever watched it was the very first day you launched, and from that day it's gone down, like since day one of week 1, right? That is the highest number, right?
Yeah,
so
surfing
like
a hype wave.
yeah, like you started with like you're like oops, like.
Well, the thing is that's even logical if you think about it, because what it says is, what on one hand is a positive thing, which is that the launch was an event. That was like a moment that everyone hopped on. The point is that no one gave a fuck about the product, right? Because obviously it's the same thing that happened with, like, you know, when Tyler 1 broke that like record for number of viewers or whatever. Well, obviously the next week he had like a 10th of that, because people weren't actually there to watch Tyler 1. They were there for this spectacle of like, let's see how big this guy can get for one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now they have their regular viewers, right? And they should have more because they added a shitload more regions, more technically. Yep. But it's just the same fans deciding to be fans of different teams, right? So it's not like they brought in 10,000 fans per new franchise, right? It's just... And even if you do, like, shitty math, and I mean that by let's not take any of the real stuff that we think, like 20 million a franchise or now 30 or 40 million a franchise. Let's just say that there's 20 teams in the league, and there's more, but let's say there's 20, and they all have spent $5 million, either part of that to Blizzard, but they've built facilities, they hire people, they obviously have labor costs of their players, you know, they're all carrying rosters of 12. So let's say that they're all going to spend in this year, year and a half, 2 years, $5 million each, you know, opening facilities, etc. Right? And some of them had to buy the teams, like, you know, they bought Optic and then flipped it. So that would be $100 million invested into this thing, right? 5 mil, 20 teams. That's not Blizzard's investment. That's not anyone. That's not Twitch's money. That's just if you're a team owner, right? Now, how in this logical world of ours does 20,000 viewers translate to being able to pay back a $100 million investment in any time soon, right? It's not enough. Like, they need so many more people watching this,
but
right?
where you're wrong here, Scoots, is, you see, how they pay for it is, they sell the next set of slots for 60 million, and then that covers it, and then the next slots go for 120 million, and it's really weird.
How goes it, Bernie? How you doing, Mr. Madoff?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Scheme of yours.
Yeah, it's this like triangular shaped hierarchical system. I can't think what they're called in business when they happen. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about business really, but
I just don't know how it got out of the boardroom at this high of a scale, right? Like this much money being dumped in. Like like Twitch ain't gonna give you 90 million ever again, probably, right? You suckered him once, right? And that guy's no longer at Twitch. You actually did the deal, so like
people have to remember exactly what the 90 million is for. The 90 million is not just for Overwatch. Blizzard have been flexing that they were gonna pull all their games and put it on their own platform forever. Yeah, so.
It's still absolutely
it's a bigger partnership.
Oh, of course it is, dude. Like,
it's an overspend. I mean, like it's definitely an overspend.
Like it's already been proven at this point. Like Twitch does hold. The only thing that would fuck Twitch right now on a platform, like YouTube hasn't done it, face it, Facebook absolutely shit. It was awful. The only thing that would fuck them was a guy like Ninja who becomes a household name, or Shroud, or some of those guys on one agency went, right, we're going to start our own platform.
Wasn't there rumors that Dr. Disrespect was going to create his own platform?
There is a lot of rumors, yeah. I think that, like that's the only thing, because that's the one draw that will pull enough viewers all at once that are there for those reasons, and they would have to bind together and come up with some sort of rev split, and even then it might not last because they wouldn't have a model underneath them, and if that agreement turns sour, they're all screwed anyway. But esports itself is not going to relocate the viewership on its own, like, and it's been proven. Like Facebook, when we were on there for Pro League, I can wholeheartedly tell you that Henry and I would like not even say lines we wanted to, or not say anything, because it wasn't going to be clipped. There was no promotion for the game. There was no promotion for the players. There was no promotion for us. We all got wrecked by it. Twitch should be sitting back going, well, we don't have to do anything. We win. They're going to come back. Like, and it's absolutely true. Like, they're going to come back.
Well, that was always their policy. I had this explicitly said to me by several executives. Like, I was like, you know, for example, going right back to the owned days and you know, the Azubu days. And I was like, you know, these guys are breaching contract by going to these companies. Why aren't you going to haul them over the coals? And they were just like, it's not worth it, because they're going to go, have a shit experience, probably not get their money, and then they're going to come back to us, and we'll be holding more cards when they do.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe they gave 90 million away for that. I mean, maybe they thought Blizzard was the threat they couldn't win, but like
bit different when you lose the right to broadcast some of your most popular games. I mean, you know, obviously Overwatch they felt was going to be big, but you know, you lose your Call of Duty, you lose your Hearthstone.
Money, right?
That's a top 5 game on Twitch apparently. I didn't even know that. You know, and the future games, obviously Destiny was in there at the time.
in World of Warcraft.
World of
doing all the
Warcraft, which
Mythic
is one of their
runs.
breads and
I mean,
bread and butter at
yeah.
Twitch. Yeah, StarCraft, of course. Which so
I will say there's a debate to be had about like maybe it's time for esports to get its own platform. Like it's no secret that there's certain people at Twitch that you and I and Scoots and everyone in here all know that have left. And I've asked them, and they said basically Amazon's come in and they've been a little too political about it. They've been a little too like money driven about it. And they're focusing on guys like Disrespect, Ninja, Shroud. They want the guys that are going to make them money. And I saw it firsthand in my ordeal because I got a flack from a bunch of people saying like, well, he doesn't make us any money. Fuck him. So that's all they're driven by right now. So if esports all relocated, then your esports audience becomes strictly endemic. You get 100% like interaction. You're not just going to get the casual bypasser as much, and you can build on that. Like there's an argument to say that maybe the esports needs its own platform.
Yeah, I just don't know what that would look like and like how much you would need to spend to sort of pull the big because again, you would need tournaments first and foremost to build a viewership and an audience for that. The tournaments would have to be the bread and butter, and I feel like Hitbox tried that a little bit, and we all know how that went. So it's a tough one. I mean, breaking the Twitch monopoly is fucking hard right now. And let's be real as well. Like, there was a lot of bad stuff coming with the Amazon stuff. Twitch Prime's been a fucking godsend to a lot of streamers. I mean, one of the reasons why you'll find, like...
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know, you'll find many streamers that were like, maybe I can make it on my own. Well, now you're getting $2.50 for free every month. That's basically the inducement to stay on Twitch, you know, because of that Amazon Prime thing. So... yeah, it's really hard to get out from under them now. I don't really see how we'd do it unless someone came in and was willing to spend billions and lose billions up front to maybe gain market share and potentially market dominance.
I mean, you're talking about taking market share from Amazon.
Exactly.
Like the logic just ends. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon, a company who it's like, I like the look of that thing over there. What's that, Whole Foods? Yeah, we don't sell enough food. Do we? I'll just buy that, you know? And it's like, it's really hard when you're dealing with these big conglomerates, you know? The time we needed fierce competition was round about the time owned started to drop off. We needed a third company to step in and split it a little bit more, and we needed a fourth company to come in and split it a little bit more. Once it was a two-horse race, and one of the horses had 3 fucking legs... you know, we were headed towards monopoly territory.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, those first competitors would have been our first hope of helping, and they were just scams, right, or just badly run. But again, they're also, like you mentioned, Amazon. Well, the next big beast in the room is also the one that could have given it a shot and didn't. YouTube Live, right?
Oh, right, okay.
That should have been their natural competition. Amazon versus Google. Right?
Sure.
It obviously has not played out that way.
I mean, fucking YouTube completely fucked their YouTube gaming launch.
Yeah,
I mean,
like they're their own mess, right?
Yeah.
So,
that was
Google fucked up YouTube, so there you go.
Well, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like Amazon might be fucking up Twitch, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna say, like, the problem with YouTube apparently was that they've made the division so separate that I'm not gonna lie, I think the YouTube streaming platform itself, like in terms of smooth product, viewability, was great. The problem is the interface absolutely sucked. You couldn't go to front page because main YouTube had that, and YouTube Gaming basically wanted it, and YouTube was like, nah, fuck you, you can't be on there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if esports could ever hold its own on a platform, but I like the idea of, you know, the more I don't think Twitch will ever get dethroned, but obviously they're getting competition. Like Mixer's not going to go away. Some of these big ones are not going to go away. They have a smidgen of viewership in comparison, but I like the idea of esports just stop. If we can't do it like traditional sports, which is an exclusive broadcast model, ESPN buys games and they buy leagues and they buy coverage, right? And because you don't tune into a football game and watch 3 different fucking people doing it, right? So if Twitch isn't going to be that, like, piece of revenue for these tournament organizers and leagues and team owners or whoever ends up being the ones that runs it, then I can certainly see them figuring out a way to get that revenue elsewhere, right? But the problem is the eyeballs are on Twitch, so they have that leverage, and they will, I think, have that for always or a very...
and don't forget as well, I mean, this is where the community are their own worst enemy, which is why me and Duncan were fucking stood on the loneliest island, like just me and him trying to explain, look, I get Facebook is bad, but more and more streaming platforms coming in and bidding.
Yeah, they were willing to pay.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like
And
that's
Twitch
actually a
wasn't.
good thing. But I don't like it. Yeah, I know that's not an
hang
argument.
on. There's a parent company
people as well who are like, why does bloody Amazon have all this money and Jeff Bezos? Like, yeah, you haven't figured that one out, have you guys?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like, okay, but hang on. So is it not weird that Throwpan and State of Dancing Well on Drugs have both left Twitch and are now at another company that's a parent company in esports? Like, does that not say to you that something might be up?
Well, I hope so. I mean, but the reality is, again, I just don't see how you make a successful dent unless it is the biggest fucking thing going. I mean, you know, you would need so much money because, again, it has to start, like Scott's saying, has to start with the tournaments. Because I'll tell you, if your platform is anyway half decent and you go to a tournament organizer and you go, hey, ESL, we want to show the complete IEM circuit exclusively on our platform.
So hang on. So the parent company I'm talking about, which, sorry everyone, as much as we're having fun and revealing stuff, I'm not going to say right now. I could DM you.
Yeah.
That
no,
would
I think
be
I know what you're
ESL,
talking about anyway.
right? Like that would that not be
Yeah.
a big part of the circuit?
Yeah, well, sure, right, of course, but then again, it's like, is that sustainable? Because Twitch is just going to be like, okay, fine, no problem, and you know, they're going to retain all the individual streamers. I think more and more.
Yeah. But that's my point. That's my point. Twitch can follow that business model. Is there not a separate business model for esports? And if it fails, Twitch wins 100%.
There might be a separate, but you keep saying esports, man, and just like we tell the fucking idiots, it's not esports. It's a bunch of sports, right? So
sure.
So if ESL leaves, then the sports they cover would drastically change,
okay, fair
right?
enough. You'd have to capture everyone.
Yeah, like so for an esports channel, like how would you get all of them, right? Now, and ESL it's all about content hours, right? It's really not even about these guys being really good at this game. Unfortunately, it is for us, but ESL doesn't do the core business of ESL is to create content, right? They happen to do it via competitive gaming. Right, other companies make their gaming content via other things, right? These guys are a tournament organizer, but they make content, right? Mm-hmm. They need hours. That's why pro leagues were online for so long, right? And so to them, it's all about content creation and then monetization. So they tried to go to Facebook with or a chunk of their content for that one-time paycheck, right? And hoped that maybe we would all come, right? Mm-hmm. And then they could keep monetizing and stay over there and have a better deal with Facebook. It didn't happen, right? And so again.
Yeah, I guess if they did it again, you'd need everyone.
Yeah, and so if MTG were to fire up their own video live platform,
there it is. You said it.
Well, I mean, they're a media company, so fuck it. MLG has one, but MLG's content is on Twitch still, right? So there's a different version of a tournament organizer.
E-League, we built a really good proprietary player to show the occasional Counter-Strike game on. It was called Game Command. It's really fucking sick. You can do like everyone. It's a really good platform. We still did a Twitch deal.
Yeah. Again, you have to go where we are, and unfortunately, it's Twitch, right? And now Twitch has now the golden ability to go, oh yeah, we'll take your content. We're not going to pay you what you think it's worth because we're Twitch, right? And that's why ESL left. That's why they all went to YouTube first, right? Because they got into bidding wars, and Twitch was like, nah, okay, nope, this is our deal. And everyone went to YouTube first because Fwiz was willing to spend what he thought Counter-Strike content was worth, which was more than Twitch. It didn't work over there because, again, viewership. So then they went to YouTube.
Not even just that. I mean, he got really cut
Facebook.
off at the knees as well, by all accounts.
So I just don't. I don't know how we get away from this thing we helped build. Because we did. Esports, to use it generically, we helped build this monster.
It's probably more likely that the big streamers realize they're getting gouged and all band together and say, fuck it, we're out, right?
They're probably the people that drive, they're probably the people that drive the meaningful change. Because, ESL pulling their IEM circuit off Twitch, clearly not as big a deal as if Dr. Disrespect and Ninja and Shroud and Tim the Tapman and Summit and all these other guys posse up and say, listen, we've actually, got funding for our own platform. We're exclusively over there. We're actually going to bid and give retainers to all the best people on Twitch.
Well, the thing is, though, there was one part to that does make it like kind of an unfair comparison, though, which is that obviously all the foreign language streams were still on Twitch. Like, you'll never really find out if you could have made people go elsewhere, because obviously every idiot was like, haha, I am just watching the Russian broadcast.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that Facebook and CS proved is that all the clips that came up on Reddit of the highlight plays,
Yeah.
which was kind of cool because credit to those casters that have been working for years and not gotten any kickback or any recognition. But every highlight play was literally like German or Russian or Polish or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those guys out there.
Yeah, and again, I think even if you build the platform, like let's take let's say Loaded, right? Loaded is the agency.
Yeah.
manages
That's the one that
a-
Alex recently acquired, right?
Yeah, now Pop Dog owns it,
Yeah.
right? Which has Ninja, has now no longer Dr. Disrespect, he just left, right? But has a bunch of them.
Shroud.
A bunch of them, right?
Mm.
So if since they're the talent, if they were to make their own platform with millions of dollars, they'd still. It's been proven that you can move a superstar and pay him lots of money to go stream over there, but his fan base won't automatically follow him, right? That's already happened, right? Other lesser people paid, again, owned paid people, Azubu paid people. The fans didn't follow them, right? And you can't. It's not because the platform was that much
Well,
worse.
that's why if you had a group.
Yeah.
So what do you build that makes all of us leave Twitch to watch Counter-Strike? What do you have to do differently?
Yeah, so Counter-Strike aside, because I can't answer that question, but I could see like maybe the Loaded group, or even if someone like Ninja or Dr. Disrespect says, I'm sick of giving away even 15%, which is less than what most people give away, I could see them saying like, right, I'm just going to fund this myself, because let's face it, they've got money in the bank at this point. Then they're getting 100% kickback, and they can build a business that can pay them out over time. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a big ask. I don't expect they're going to do it, but that's kind of the thing that I would expect could potentially rival it.
Yeah. I just don't know if the eyeballs would move, right? Like they could build it, right? I think they could build the platform for them, and it would be as a product it would rival. But I don't think the Dr. Disrespect fans are all going to magically move to a new platform because they know that he's making more money off his cut. And I think their cut is fine. Like you guys all know they have good deals, right? You all know they get a good, way better chunk of their subs than we all do.
Oh fuck
right?
yeah!
So why would they leave? They get free bandwidth, they get front page, they get fucking their dick sucked by one of the largest companies on the planet. Why would you leave Amazon? Why would you leave if you were Ninja? Because you want that extra $1 off that sub?
Well, okay, so I'll tell you one of the things that I think drive it, and that is this like real weird uncertainty, like Dr. Disrespect. I know there was a bunch of stuff going on over there. I mean, first of all, I don't know if you saw the thing where he was like sanctioned because he stood up and he like grabbed his crotch, and then we heard about this, like a Michael Jackson crotch grab.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be the thing. They would be
Yeah.
getting reprimanded and say, "Fuck it, enough of this bullshit."
Yeah, so
that would be their leg to stand on.
So there was that. Then there was like he felt pissed. He got pissed off about that whole Forsen thing with the CD.
Yeah.
He thought Twitch handled that poorly.
Venting and like literally taking your business to an unknown platform is beyond ballsy, right? Like,
you know
what I mean?
It's
Like,
beyond ballsy. Absolutely, I agree with you. I mean, look, I think there would need to be
probably not smart, actually.
I think there would need to be a catalyst. I don't know what it would be, but I think
that's what I'm wondering. Like, you'd have to have some huge shift that makes, because again, a lot of it is discoverability, right? Like, yes, Doctor has his fans, but there's 1 million plus people. Well, there's millions watching this. They're on this platform right now, right? So people can find Doctor, right? That if it's just Dr. Ninja and Tim on Dr. Ninja and Tim's streaming.com, like, okay, right? Like, no one's gonna fly through and magically find you if you're, it's just
it's not about the existing fan base, it's about expanding it.
Yeah, but you're not gonna. They're not gonna get discovered. Twitch is
Exactly, that's
where
what I'm saying.
the world. Yeah. So you're agreeing. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So everyone, go ahead. Sorry, you can finish.
No, that's it. I just don't know how you get away from this beast.
Well, so
right?
so everyone in chat's kind of saying one thing, and they're saying Steam TV, which at this point, let's face it, is just a free platform. There's no interaction. It's nothing.
No monetization.
There's not. But hang on. So what if there was? What if Valve said, "Fuck it"? Like, because let's face it, the people that watch Twitch is a small percentage of the people that actually are gaming. And everyone who's gaming, there's a much larger percentage of population on Steam than there even is on Twitch. What if Valve said, right, all our games are going to Steam TV, we're going to monetize it, and we're going to build it through the Steam platform? Maybe that's like
I mean, if that happened, I mean, I'd be tempted to kind of jump across, because the one thing you've got there with the discoverability, I don't know if you've noticed this feature, but if you browse the shop, if you're looking at like buying a game or whatever, the thing it puts to the top of the page is if there's a live stream, if someone's streaming it live.
Yeah, sure.
So they sort of use it as an advertisement.
That would be because now you're taking now that has some logic to it, Matt, because now you're taking a platform that is already huge, right? Talking about discoverability, people using it.
Yeah, and you can pull in a whole different audience.
Yeah, so that's not like rebuilding a Zubu. That's not like trying to make Twitch 2. That's like, and that's a cool idea because, again, you've got a whole other chunk of gamers who use Steam every day that fucking maybe never use Twitch, right? So, and then you can tie all your game devs. This would maybe help. They'll never do all the stuff we're talking about, but like they're in a fight with Epic now, right? Who's giving everything away on their fucking client. So maybe devs would love Steam if somehow it easily attaches to Steam TV and Twitch, just like Twitch does drops with developers now. What if Steam TV did and Valve did drops if you put the game in the work in our system, right? Like they would help developers monetize differently. So when you see the Valve guys there, you know, the Counter-Strike guys, sit them down next week and say, hey, no, it's not really your wheelhouse. Let's talk about this shit.
Yeah, all right, I'm in. Let's do it.
And the player break and
militarize me. I'm ready. Yeah, the player break.
but maybe that would be a thing. Something like Steam TV enhancing that product, because it's all about monetization. They've already had the product, but if they could figure out how to make it more possible for everybody.
The only thing they'd have to find a way is to make sure that they're captive, because the problem is with Steam TV, and even having the stream of Counter-Strike in the main menu of Counter-Strike itself, is that's very transient. There's very few people that are going to click that and actually sit and watch that. If they're going to watch it, they're probably going to go to Twitch at this point.
Yeah,
so
they kind of have to rebuild
it,
right? They'd have to have a different kind of setup, right? And I just don't know if they'd ever commit the millions to the servers you need to host this kind of bandwidth and all that kind of stuff to really do it, right?
Yeah, and like how would the chat work if they incorporated that on like Steam TV? Would it be like would it be like Facebook where you have to be kind of logged in and it would be your Steam friend profile? You know, maybe people wouldn't want that, right? So
the one thing that they could do, though, if it's a Steam game, that this is something that Twitch has failed to do, and it's something that I've said like Formula 1 needs and other esports, it's what you can do at the majors. You can control your own camera. So the observers are great. That's awesome. But let's say I just want to watch one player. You could go in through Steam TV, actually get into the game, have the same monetization, same chat interaction through Steam itself, and then you could actually like fly around the game yourself. That's more interactive in a lot of ways.
Yeah, like Valve could recreate E-League's Game Commander easier than Robert did at E-League because they have the core feeds of the games, right? They're in their servers. Yeah. Yep. It would be interesting. Again, we talked so much about Valve yesterday. This is one of those things they'd probably never invest in. Although maybe.
I mean, Valve seems to love making an easy dime, and if they did it right, it would be a big upfront investment.
I'll tell you, it'd be pretty hilarious, honestly, if it was like, well, Twitch, no more Counter-Strike and no more TI. For you, see ya. That's all on Steam TV now. I'd love to. I'd love to see what it does to the paradigm.
That'd be fucking juicy.
Yeah.
Well, surely the company that would be most logical to wade in here would be Epic. Like, why don't they just make it built into their clients? You can just stream from the client or something, and then all the people who are Fortnite are on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're looking for someone who could, like, you know, do the sea change overnight and would have the money to pump in.
Yeah, Roberto says, but Twitch can keep Artifact. We'll let you have that.
Those numbers are booming.
Yeah.
And Ricochet Esports can stay on Twitch.
I saw 190 people streaming that today. Well, watching streams of it, rather, I should say.
That has to be like one of the biggest flops from like a big developer I've seen in a while.
There was so much.
I hate it because I was saying to Duncan, I like buy the numbers, like, yeah, can't wait for Artifact to come out and fucking show Activision Blizzard a thing. Oh, fuck, I've been wrecked again, haven't I?
Yeah, got wrecked tonight.
Been wrecked again.
It is mad, isn't it? How none of these companies can ever truly be the one who's making all the sick games. They all like have to pick a genre to fuck up and let their rival just completely wreck them in. It's weird, isn't it? Because if you notice, the trend actually is that like they all are sort of they've all succeeded by making the successful clone to one of their rivals' game that their rival, if they'd capitalized on, would be way ahead of the game on. So it shows how nobody actually knows which of these games is going to be good or get big.
Yeah. You know, and the other way to go on this esports idea is to think about what if we don't think about traditional sports where it's like the network has the game, right? What if you don't worry if you're a tournament organizer about selling your rights, and you just make deals with everybody, and you multicast. So your games are on Twitch, your games are on Mixer, your games are on YouTube Live, your games are on Facebook. And don't worry about Twitch paying you for it. Just fucking put it everywhere.
Isn't that what ESL's doing?
I think ESL does that to an extent. I don't know if they're everywhere, but like that kind of model. Instead of worrying about getting one TV station to buy your shit, you just put it on all of them, man. And then you make your money on your sponsors and your numbers off of the viewership, not necessarily the content platform themselves. And I think you are right, Dust. I do believe they spread out quite a bit of their stuff.
That was the big announcement they just did, that they were doing it again for 2019.
Yeah.
That they were gonna.
And just because
still
they're
be
popping
on
up
Facebook
caffeine,
and
and Mixer's Microsoft, right? So that's not a Zubu. That's a real attempt.
Yeah.
So just go everywhere, man.
But,
put
and
fucking everywhere.
me and Flom, we talked about caffeine the other day as well.
Caffeine, yeah,
it's another one. So.
Oh yeah. And especially if the content guys, because the idea in the perfect world, if you're the NFL, you want Fox and ESPN to fucking bid, and you want them to compete for your rights.
Yeah.
And just fucking drive that number up, boys. But if our content TV stations aren't going to be like that, or networks aren't going to bid like that, fuck it, spread it all out. Don't give anyone all the love.
Hey, Taiski's not that bad a beer, by the way. Chat shouldn't be banging on. Yeah, Taiski's all right.
It's actually all right for what it is. It's good. It's not like what I would drink if I was going out to find a nice little sit down.
It's not a delicious craft beer, but it's
exactly. I knew you were a craft guy. Is Duncan sticking his nose up at us now?
No. I think that's probably his dust.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, that's probably.
I don't drink any beer, so I have no opinion on that.
Yeah, Duncan only drinks alcohol if it's in its sweetest form.
Exactly.
So he ciders.
Alcohol pops.
Yeah, ciders, delicious. Alcohol pops,
delicious.
delicious.
Cider has to be like the really sweet shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should just go out for some more gin sometime.
I'm a big fan, man. We should. I actually do miss you, man. I miss all the guys. It sucks that I'm not doing events anymore, but it is what it is. Like if you're ever in Vegas, hit me up.
Even that machine.
Oh god!
Why am I like this?
I don't know. I always assumed it was some sort of major malfunction, but it's fine. I'll be honest. Don't miss him as much as some others, but I think if we
just checking.
But if the choice was never see Matt and Henry again, or get the chance to see Matt and Henry with like Machine there, and all the other guys as well with Matt and Henry, obviously I'd take that, of course. Just be civil for an evening, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're the mother I never had, Richard.
I know. It's the breasts, isn't it? No. The thing with Machine's really sad, man, because I remember back when, we used to fucking travel around together and stuff. I remember getting stuck in fucking, I think it was Cologne Airport one year. And like there was a massive backlog. It was just me and him sitting around for ages, and it was like, it was cool when we were like roughing it and stuff. And I don't know what happened, man. Like some people in this business just get egos and some don't, man. And it's like
oh, look, I'll admit it. I got one too. And like I think everyone does at some point.
Yeah, no, I think it's a pitfall of the job. It's like it's not really something. I mean, again, this is talking from my very subjective perspective, so I might be completely wrong. But I always think I've relatively stayed grounded, and I generally don't take myself too fucking seriously. I don't think. I do struggle to be around that, and I understand why people do it. I mean, shit, man.
I'm the same. Yeah. I don't want to I can't obviously cut into it because I'm still involved with all of them, and it would certainly reflect poorly on me. But like, there's a reason I hate green rooms. Is like, look, everyone does a great job, and we have some very talented people, but there are certainly some massive egos in the room. Yeah, and I do better. The problem is they trigger me, and I'm not the person who deals with that. I can't just like brush it off. I then project it back on them. So for me, it's like I gotta get out of there. I just gotta. That's why I'm here. We're hanging out here. I'll make you a promise right now. I'm not casting the finals. I'm here for the finals. Let's do it.
Nice.
Don't they have stress balls in there?
What was that, Odie?
Don't they have stress balls in there?
That became illegal eventually, actually. You have to ask for consent, I believe. Right, you meant the toy, my mistake.
Stress balls was Semler's nickname, wasn't
Tell you what, my balls were bloody stressed.
Yeah.
Ain't touching those.
But
and I had to get Tom Brady's ball boy in for that as well, to deflate those motherfuckers.
I'll tell you a disturbing story.
I just gotta
'cause-
hang on. I said if I'm not casting the final. Your chat seems to think I said
Right.
I'm not.
right,
No one
all right.
knows yet. As
All
you
right.
guys know, they don't say shit to anyone.
For all
until-
we know, maybe
The
they're flying
classic, right?
Bardolphin to cast it.
Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe they are. They're just gonna surprise the entire fucking community. Hey,
So-
DDK and James are.
Yeah, and all I'm gonna say is, if you're really big fans, just take along signs, like tweet support.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing I think's going to happen. Like, we'll know who's going to get it. I reckon Vince is going to retire just the day before the finals.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh, I love him so much, man. See, Dustin, we break everyone's balls. We're equal opportunities ball breakers. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I think that sucks. I think you should know, like, they should just tell you on fucking day one. I think we all do so many events. Oh, we used to all do so many events. Like, the whole point with the finals is, like, dangling like some weird obscure carrot and like you don't know, and you know, are we being judged? And I think that just creates a weird atmosphere. It's just better to say, like, listen, you're doing this game at these times, yes, and you're doing the final at this time. I think we always did it that way at E-League, right? Didn't we?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, look, E-League. The thing is, so everyone get like, well, Thorin, you and I have had this conversation in a previous interview, not yet released.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah, if you want, you can mention.
I don't want to ruin your content, but like.
No, I already told people it's coming out.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So anyway, people bring up all the time, like, oh, you've only done one major final. You only done one major final. It's true. Like Sean Gares has done as many as I have, and he's not even a caster. But the thing is, like, okay, that's true. I've only done one, but there's a number of politics that go into it, and I've done 1,000 other finals. So okay, it's just unfortunate that they haven't lined up with me. I did PGL. That was the people that I was aligned with at the time. ESL, do I get this one? Maybe. We've done a lot with them. I never expected to get Face It. And E-League, they did rotate it, but they used their two duos first, and that's completely fair. So I have, like, no issue with it. Like, it's totally fine by me. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Of course I want to cast a major final, and I want to cast as many as I can, but I'm not that frustrated about it. I think E-League was good about it. They gave us their two duos first. If we got it over James and Dan, I probably would have been a little worried about it. So, yeah, well, whatever. It's fun.
Yeah, it's always been hard for me to really understand the headspace. You know, but I guess obviously the finals, you know, there is a lot of prestige attached to it, whether you want to accept that or not. I mean, I've always would like to think that it wouldn't bother me, but I suppose the point is, like, you do enter yourself into history a little bit, right? With the call, it's, you know, you become part of that team's history. It's like an indelible moment. So yeah, I can see it for sure. But for me, I think the best approach, is always to tell people.
I've never said publicly either. I'll say it now. And I know Odie wanted to talk earlier. We cut him off. Sorry, Odie. I will say, like, I've always said at the time when I came in, I thought finals were kind of like politically locked out. Like maybe there was some negotiations in place. I don't give a shit who gets them as long as everyone gets a chance at them. That's the only way I feel.
Yeah,
that's the way to motivate us. Like let's say you go into an event and Henry and I, you know, we're gonna get the finals. Let's say you and Duncan are a casting duo. We could shit the bed on purpose knowing we're going to get the finals, and you could cast your heart out for what? You're not going to get it. So where's the motivation for anyone?
Yeah, it's true, man. But, you know, like I say, I think...
Well, I mean, Matt, some would say if I need to motivate you to do better on the first week so you might get the finals... You are motivated by the wrong things.
That's it. Yeah, that's a counter argument.
All I'm going to say is, if you're not motivated on day one,
like what actual
industry?
What actual tournament organizer actually listens to you guys all week long and then decides who did good and who did bad?
Okay,
and decides?
Sure.
Right?
But
that's definitely happened, though, Scott. That's definitely happened. I know that's happened.
And I agree with what Scott's saying. We're professionals. We should always be giving it our all. We should be passionate about the game. I'm totally with that. It's the perception of it. Like, if I know going into it, I might just be like, well, I'm depressed.
Yeah, I could see someone getting pulled. Like, if I'm a TO, and in my mind it's going to be you and Henry, but then you guys fuck something up. I could see me then going, oh fuck, big drama. I got to do something different. But I would think for the most part, and again, the problem is the logic falls apart because people involved in these tournament organizers they're not they're not non-biased, right? The
Yeah.
different places you go have different political structures within them that drastically affect who does what in your world, right? So it's hard to kind of say this in a perfect world because, again, like you guys go work for some companies and there's casters that work for those companies directly. Some of those casters might be involved in decisions, some might not do. We all worked for other companies in the past where we had casters there. Like when I worked for ESL, Paul was there, right? So, and he was hiring us, but he was also there, right? He's not, so that was always weird too. It's like, wait, are you my boss? Or are you a co-caster? Because right now you're talking to me like a boss, right? And I don't know if I like it.
There's always
Because
Go on.
I think it. Again, I hope tournament organizers aren't sitting there going, yeah, Matt kind of fumbled that one round, and so I was wanting him to do the him and Henry to do the major, but now the final, we're gonna give it to the other guys. I think it's probably in their minds already, is all I'm saying.
It's like that now.
Here's the interesting one. So we've always had ESL, who typically has a set duo. Right now it's kind of Henry and I, but it was Anders and Semler. We've had E-League, who had their 2 duos. We had PGL, who literally created Henry and I as a duo, so that was pretty obvious. We've had Face It. Starladder is going to be the first that doesn't have their own English duo. That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely happened like that in the past, Scott, like, where, they've explicitly said, I want to say it's a ways back, like 2015, 2014, kind of like that, where it's literally dangled like a carrot, where people literally say, like, hey, we're gonna wait and see, and we're gonna see, like, what the community think and who's doing well, and then we'll give you the final. It's definitely happened like that way.
It's unfortunate, though, because that TO should never... Like, I mean, we were at events where TOs were like, well, who should do it? Like, asking us. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to have these guys, like, decide who should do it themselves?
No, but I hated it because I remember when... I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was ESL, and it was like literally you've got the 3 duos at an event. It kind of in ESL, it was the 3 duos maybe. But anyway, I can't remember the event. But it was almost like kind of they just came in and went like, they just threw a fucking broken pool cue on the floor and said, right, yeah, go for it, guys. We're gonna see who's gonna get that final. Yeah, like the fucking
duo
joke
that gets out of here gets the final. Good luck.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It's like
it's like asking players to rule on admin rules, right? Like, no, don't ever ask a player. You've got rules. You enforce them. But if you ask a player's opinion, there's no right or wrong. Like, it's just not a bad. Never gonna win, right? He's either gonna be a sportsman or he's gonna make you follow just follow your own goddamn rules, man.
Yeah, a lot of people referencing that show match me and Duncan did in the chat, by the way. The one we did at Columbus, I honestly have never listened about it. I thought it was dreadful. And the reason was the original... See, I thought you'd say
Straight Fire dreadful.
It's a good highlight video. It's mainly me, of course.
Last MLG major ever, by the way.
The original plan... Okay, so understand all the catastrophic things that go wrong with this. I think the original plan was to... Like, it was going to be me and Duncan. Like, I think Adam Apicella came up to us and said, hey, do you and Duncan want to do a show match? We think it'll be a bit of fun. And I was like, oh, what's the premise of the show match? Because I haven't casted for a while. And they were like, oh, it's it's going to be an all-star game. So I was like, oh, fucking an all-star game. That's fucking pretty banging. I said, that's a big deal. You sure you don't want, like, real casters to do it? And they're like, no, we think you and Duncan will do it. But then Paul was there, and I think a bunch of people had said, like, oh, Red Eye not casting at a major, like it's a big deal, like it's fucking, Red Eye, voice Counter-Strike. So then it became like, I was like, well, maybe you can take my spot. And then they said, let's do a tri-cast. Now, obviously, the thing with a fucking tri-cast is, maybe people don't know this at home, a fucking tri-cast is unbelievably hard. If you think doing...
On a good day, it's near impossible to do well.
Yeah, if you think a cast with, just someone you've never worked before is difficult, a tri-cast is insane. And, like...
Dude,
yeah.
I respect Moses so much for that because you have to have no ego. You have to wait for your place to speak, especially when you're in between a regular duo. Like if it weren't for Moses' attitude in those, they probably wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I mean Moses is a fucking pro, little Momo. You gotta love him. But anyway, yeah. So then we fucking we're all told, right, it's gonna be Red Eye and Thorin and Richard, and I'm like, fucking hell, us 3 cunts love to talk. Like, how the fuck is this gonna... It's already in the back of my mind, but like, we've agreed to it. Then they tell us it's gonna be on Nuke, which at that point, obviously, it was the new nuke. Like, nobody had fucking seen. Like, people barely knew what the fuck was going on with it. The players didn't want to play nuke. They thought the map was garbage. They brought in players who were, like, really tired and weren't going for, like, knives. There was, like, no incentive to try. So we ended up with this unbelievably dull game. And, of course, it hit a tech problem, which I think is where Thorin did the immortal line about fucking Hiko's wallet or whatever. So, yep, that was all me. So it was that was brutal. Like, I never went and watched that back.
You're wondering was along. My joke was something like because Hiko had his wallet under his monitor, and anyone who's had a wallet for too long, like, he kept too many receipts in it, so it was like massive. And I go, look at it, bloody bulging, tearing against the fabric. The wallet's pretty fucking fat as well.
Yeah, I know, right? And if that wasn't bad enough, as if that wasn't bad enough, we were like, well, something about it being a T-sided map, and Duncan just goes, could say the whole world's T-sided now, and I'm like, I haven't even got a reply to that. Like, Red Eye's not helping me out. Red Eye's like, if I draw out Duncan, my career will be fine. If I draw out Duncan, my career will be fine. The song we all sing, and then fucking. I say you're mental, you mate, and that was it. Like, it was like there was just nothing to say. The whole, and again, it was the nightmare of having to fill, but it was a cast.
You've forgotten one detail though, Richard. Do you remember at one point when?
And Dennis is garbage.
Because the crowd just responded to everything we did. At one point, I did get them all to boo Scoots.
That is true.
You can't take credit for that. I did that all on my own, man.
You were pissed. You were so pissed. I've never seen you that triggered.
That was funny. That was funny.
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Exactly.
Well,
Can we get some cheers for Counter-Strike? And like, they mustn't have heard you or something. They mustn't have gone out on the mic. Nobody reacted.
No, but here's the reality of it, though. What they were actually, and it was funny at the time, but I was actually pissed. I'm like, those motherfuckers. And obviously, and everyone thought Moses yelled GG motherfuckers, but he was like going EG motherfuckers, like pointing out like this guy, so. Yeah. But what it turns out to be, and someone pointed out like an hour later, that right next to us on that desk, like between us and like where it was a League of Legends interview with Snoopa and somebody else, right? And Puckett.
And Ocelot. It was Ocelot was there.
Yeah, that's
and they threw to me, and I went, all right, let's talk about a real game now, or whatever, right? But what happened is they weren't booing me, but next to us, they were throwing out 4 kids that had their shirt off. Oh, and the crowd was booing them, actually literally being escorted up the aisle, right?
Likely story, Scott.
Look it up. Look it up.
You guys didn't see it, but there was these bloody kids who were holding up signs saying "Death to America."
And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you, damn pesky kids. No, but someone pointed that out to me. I did go and it was true. Like, they were being escorted out. Now, it doesn't mean that some people didn't hear me and they were League of Legends fans. They also booed, but there were a good chunk of people right near us where they were that booed the action of the security guards, right? But it was classic. Like, the timing of it was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm being booed. That's why you never try to hype a crowd, because it can turn on you. They will turn and eat you. Never say, how we doing? Everybody all right? Let me hear you. Because it's just the one time, they'll be like, crickets.
I can't see much movement.
Yeah. There you go, right? Classic. Don't do it. Don't go to Times Square.
Man, that was fucking.
The timing of that was just pure wreck. Like, that couldn't have been any fucking worse.
Yeah, that was a crazy event.
That was a great event, though. Loved that event.
Oh yeah, the event was great. It was sort of crazy from a backstage perspective. There was loads of shit going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was drama. Those are the
drama
days.
That was a drama-filled event for sure.
Yep.
Like that moment, me and Thorin just walked off stage and refused to commentate. You remember?
I remember that was fucking. That was my parents' first event.
Yeah, I lost all respect for you because you were replacing me, right? Because I was at a rehearsal in the arena, and you were then hosting instead of analyzing those last matches at
that's right.
At their studio, and then you just fucking leave.
Yeah,
just out of the blue, drop your mic and walk out.
Yeah,
disgusting behavior, actually. And then you get a job at E-League afterwards. Like,
I know.
Bullshit.
I know.
I don't know who you're blowing. I don't know who you're blowing.
But that was a weird one.
Well, though.
Yeah, in case people don't realize, this is all lies. Like, none of that happened.
We're embellishing.
Yeah. Well, No, it was lies. No embellishment. All lies. Like, nothing actually happened.
You did leave your desk at one point. You left your desk.
Yeah, that is true. I did leave my desk at one point. There's no doubt about that. I didn't sleep at the desk. So.
Exclamation mark.
Allegedly.
That was my parents' first event, and I remember they were like super stoked when they got there. But then they came to the green room upstairs. It's one of the best green rooms we had, like overlooking the whole venue. It was one of the NHL boxes.
We had a skybox.
It was awesome. It was so good. It was great. Like, it was fantastic. I wish more venues were like that. And then I told them before they went out, I was like, listen, some banter in here. There's some politics. Just ignore it. And then Thorin, you said something to Semler after the event. You shook his hand and were like, yeah, it's all good now, Semler, but you might not get the next final. And my dad just looked at me like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I've told this story before. What I did was, when like Matt and his parents were stood there, and then Semler came up to talk to me. And so while I was stood there, I just said, like, because it was the end of the event, basically. And I was like, well, let's have a bit of friendly competition. Let's see who's #1 casting duo next year. And then she did like my little shit-eating grin. And then obviously it was just like mad awkward. So I was like, yeah. As everyone had to pretend like, haha, yes, what a hilarious joke. That definitely
not awkward at all.
And my dad afterwards was like, what was that about? Like,
yeah, it was awkward in there enough that I stopped going up there. It was also like 2 floors up. And it was
wasn't that also the one that Red Hot was at that event, right? Was that not that event?
Yeah.
But that was New York. Yeah, he brought his like girlfriend at the time in and stuff.
Yeah, there were a lot of there were a lot of non-talent in there, and I was like, I'm just gonna go sit at the desk. It's the best seat in the house. See ya. I sat actually at the desk because it was at
that was a good seat. It was like it was right below the skybox. Had equally as good view.
Like, like right there in the crowd. First Counter-Strike major in North America.
It was getting a bit contrived when he was paying people to lose arm wrestling matches. In front of them.
Thing is, though, I actually even think the way that event was set up, because they did the same thing at the next ESL New York, where they have like the area for the analysis desk is like that part where like you basically come out to go down to your seats, because that's normally quite wide. That was even quite a cool spot to have, because obviously you had the backdrop of the whole stage behind you.
Yeah.
It was like a pretty good setup.
I always liked that.
Yeah, it was really nice.
When you can be in the venue.
Because the difference is, like, at some of the other events, like I did ESL New York the year after that, and that was where you were just in a room that was like a locker room, and it was set up for like a studio, but you don't get any of the crowd vibe, like you have no idea if they're enjoying it.
That's one of the things. I'll say Ben, who works for ESL, he's now freelance, but he still does all the ESL events. He's a hero, because if we're not in the crowd, it's really hard to gauge the energy, and he somehow comes up with an audio mix every time that doesn't fuck the stream, but gives Henry and I just enough to work with, and it's really hard to do. Because for you guys, it's one thing. You're sat there, you don't feel the energy. But it's a whole different thing mid-game if we can't let the crowd breathe. Like, we have to let the crowd...
It actually used to be fucked up, because they would... and I think we got into some arguments with production over this a couple times, or tried to fight the good fight, because I would always say, like, you're putting the wrong people in the crowd. Like, it's cool. Put my desk in the crowd, but we're on for, like, 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after, and it's a great shot. Like, you want to do that, but, like... the energy doesn't matter to us, but like your caster, like the one time where was it, Cluj, that Richard had the most glorious fucking desk on the floor, and you guys were in a shitty locker room. You could hear the toilet flush. I was like, what the fuck? Just go backwards, man. Yeah, it was Cluj, right?
That was Cluj.
It's like, no, we can't wire it out here for them. I'm like, well, then you kind of, I mean, and you need a bigger area for an analyst desk and all that, right? But it just
Personally, my favorite's right behind the stage. You're still in the open air, like you're still, because typically we're in like a venue that's open. You still can hear the crowd organically, not through a mic, but you're also not in a position of vulnerability to have chocolate bars thrown at you like in Bucharest. God forbid something worse.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You got pelted with chocolate bars, didn't you?
It was Henry.
Speaking of MiGs.
I'm not gonna lie. Henry's a fucking saint. He dealt with it and handled it no problem. If that chocolate bar hit me, I would have ripped off the headset, walked over to the security guard, pointed at the kid, and got him out of there. It would have completely thrown.
I thought you were gonna go hockey style and like.
I'd walk up there
jerseys
fucking
and shit.
Jersey him, beat the fuck out of him, give him a big old gooner. No, like Henry was a saint. I didn't even know.
London looked pretty cool. Because you guys were in front of the big screens and you just stood up, right? This last London one.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
That seemed really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You're in the
venue,
and
you were elevated, so you were away from fans. They couldn't really get to you. You were on those platforms, but you had like the big screen in front of you.
Yeah, it was good. I like that. That wasn't bad.
And that was good because didn't they have like casters on one side and analysts on the others, right? On platforms, right? So they were both in the room. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that venue in general, though, is like I will say having a high tier like nosebleed section just amplifies the noise so much.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing people don't realize too, though. By the way, venue choice is so important, and also the amount of work that goes in. Like people saying, like, "Oh, a team should protest," or like, "This should happen and that should happen," or like, "Why can't the players?" Well, you can answer this, Scott, but like, why can't the players just pick their own time for vacation? But like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you realize what goes into booking a venue. Like, for example, Columbus. The night before we were there, the Blue Jackets were playing a hockey game. We did our 3-day event, and the night after we were there was a concert with the stage configuration being perpendicular to what we were doing. So they basically had to rebuild that arena 4 times in 5 days, or 3 times in 5 days or whatever. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, do you know how much money goes into that? Like, people don't consider that at all.
I spent the entire time at Columbus trying to corrupt young Blue. You remember Blue?
I don't actually.
Well,
What happened to Blue?
Well, because Blue was just on the come up then, because he'd done the minors or whatever. Before it, right? And if you remember, me and Duncan sort of, I think we pushed to get him on like the desk segments and stuff. So we had Blue on there for a bit, and then he didn't do the major, but obviously he was still around and still in town. So I just and like the thing is, like, he was like some guy out of like a fucking 1950s. He was just like some wholesome kid, like a 1950s sitcom. Like, gosh, gee willikers, Mr. Richard. Will the vodka get me drunk? Like, yeah, keep drinking, Blue, you're gonna be fine. Like, fucking spent the entire event like just trying to get him absolutely fucking leathered and make fucking bad life choices. And now he works full time in esports, so it worked.
Within the context of working an event.
Well, and keep in mind, young little Blue's like first endeavor with us pretty much was TWC.
Yeah,
he was coming from Guild Wars 2 as a caster, and he was just
Mate, I'll
he
never
was so
forget.
goddamn excited to be with us at that TWC event, and then it just.
You remember when you were trying to get that box that had all the sound like mixer box, and you were trying to tweak it, and a Vela comes over. He doesn't even look at the box. He just reaches over and starts twiddling knobs while we've got the headsets on.
That was
You're
unreal.
just going like, "Get the fuck off this box!" Like,
No, I know, man. That was unreal. We could hear it up on the desk. We could hear it.
Yeah,
we could hear you going absolutely mental.
I had a hum they couldn't get rid of, so like hearing you guys was like hearing as well.
There was the hum, and then like when me and Kai and I were casting, we could hear everything you said the entire time. So I remember like when we were trying to cast, we could just hear everything, and we could hear production, because production was never latched. It was just like, fucking hell, there's like 17 voices in my head.
And we were just like, right, and we're going to throw it down our casters now. I fucking hate that kind of. He's so shit, isn't he? Why the fuck's he even allowed to do it? Piss around's going live.
Yeah, that whole goddamn event. Yeah, when he reached over the shitty desk they had built the day before, because they hadn't thought about an actual analyst desk. Oh, it was just a nightmare. We couldn't sit behind it. It was just a cluster. Oh,
yo, who is Post-it Note?
Post-it Note.
Who is Post-it Note?
Is
I don't know. Someone just messaged me on Discord.
That's a reference to
It's
where
a reference.
I made a joke that like I need a Post-it note for all the topics I'm not allowed to talk about. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it in chat. So
Yeah,
some guy messaged me and I asked him if he was down hasty. I just wasn't sure.
Like if you were to have a Post-it note in front of you, Thorin, what would Matt say? What would his few?
It would
Post-it
say,
notes
"Stop drinking."
Yo, let's get back to talking about Avela, right?
That's the best way. Richard, you're killing me.
Yeah. Let's talk about Avela.
I just don't know where he found the time to get his doctor degree and be able to butt in and cast a final over fucking DDK.
Weren't a fucking doctor.
Between the both.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Yo, Avela, because that's what he did. He specifically flew out DDK and Bardolph.
Don't get me started.
So he could just put himself in. He could pull a D-man and insert himself into a tri-cast.
We're tri-casting it now, boys.
I'm
And
gonna say
the
right
problem
now-
was James
Well,
was
go ahead,
so
go ahead.
hungover, and there's public tweets of him laying on the theater floor that morning, like
for
trying
the
to.
record, last time James has ever drank, apparently.
Yeah,
what was that? It's I'm gonna say it wrong, but
Rakia?
Yeah, was it Raki?
Yeah. It's the Romanian version. Why we're in Romania, right?
I thought it was Palenka they have out there.
We're in
Palenka.
No, Serbia, but yeah.
Serbia. Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's Rakia. Palenka's Hungary.
Yeah, there you go.
Rakia, and so he was fucking wrecked because he had tweeted the night before the picture of the round of Rakia.
Yeah, because they were doing shots of it, and you're not supposed to shot it.
Oh, they got wrecked. And like, I kept saying, I'm like, DDK, James, like, you can't let him do this. You understand how? And they were both so hammeredly hungover that they didn't fight it and they let him do it. And I'm like, you guys, don't let him do this.
No, but I mean, like, the thing was, like, he didn't realize how fucking strong that shit was. And like, and plus, he was also drinking with Yanko because he was like, fucking guide to fucking Serbia. Like... So he was drinking with people who were obviously used to this shit. And the thing is, it's not even just about alcohol strength. Like, it's just what you're used to. If you drink a lot of whiskey and you think, well, vodka's the same percentage, and you get fucked up on vodka, you might find yourself way more fucked up because I don't know why. It's just what you're used to. You know the limits. You know where the thresholds are. So obviously, this stuff's fucking unbelievably fucking strong anyway. And James went out drinking it with fucking natives who brush their teeth with this shit every fucking morning. So obviously he was like, 12 shots of this, perfectly acceptable. Mate, bullet. He was fucking wrecked. I have never seen nothing like it, man. He was absolutely fucked.
We need to let's find a VOD of that finals and see if we can get a camera footage of James, because he has to look glorious.
Someone's re-uploaded it on YouTube. I found it before.
Probably for the best that he didn't, put on a performance or like get on a stage and do a dance or anything like some other casters that might be in that duo.
He couldn't have. I mean, this is